We don't have any easy listening music though. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another live stream about House of the Dragon. And we actually have a panel of 5 tonight, plus a kitty, and then Penelope's here. And then we're also going to hopefully have another guest joining us shortly. I want to welcome you to, we're doing episode 7. Okay. It's called The Dragon in Winter. And which actually maybe one of the things we can talk about is why you guys think it's called that episode, because I'm honestly not sure. But before we do and get into the show, we're going to just go around. Everyone's going to say hello. Tatiana's got a new mic, but we haven't quite got it figured out, but she can show you, and maybe someone can come in and tell us how to do it.
Please let me know. Yeah, like, first of all, isn't it pretty? Tony got me this. This is so nice.
I know, it's came really quickly.
Yeah, I did. It also matches my diffuser. Ah!
So that's very cool. So when Tony comes in, we have to say thank you to Tony.
Please, I will.
So only 1 episode left. That's crazy. Only 9 episodes. Yeah, for the whole series for sure.
Yeah, all together. Yeah.
So who wants to go first? Who wants to say hello and welcome everyone?
I volunteered Bex because she wasn't here last week.
Oh, Bex.
All right. Well, hi everybody. Shadowcat Bex. I'm just along for the ride with these lovely ladies, these wonderful creators. I'm gonna have a lot to say tonight. I have a lot to say.
And we have to do a shout out to your shirt.
Oh, yeah.
It's in reverse, right? I don't know if you can change it to your mirror.
Seed.
I don't know if I can change it for you so that your mirror camera. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
I flipped you.
Yeah.
All right. Who else wants to go? Sphinx, do you want to go? You weren't here last time, I don't think.
Yeah, I went to see Spider-Man last week.
Amazing.
So,
I liked it a lot.
So I wasn't here. But yeah, I love this episode. It's one of my favorites. Dragons, and so many dragons. It was awesome.
Oh, the dragon.
Dragon heavy. Tatiana, you want to go? And then
Hello, my little darlings. How are you? I am back, your supreme leader, ruler of the world. Huzzah. Hi. I have mixed feelings. I like some things, I didn't like others. I didn't like some, and I didn't like the execution of some things, but like the idea of the same thing that's but in another way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
that's fair. That's a fair comment. What about you, AK?
Yeah. Hello. Hey, AK from AK Watch, and yeah, I have thoughts on some things and activities that went down in this episode. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll wait till we get there before I go into my rant modes.
Yes. There were 2 scenes in this series or this episode that I actually I normally don't yell at the TV, and it wasn't really a yell. It was just like a fake vomit.
I yelled. I yelled.
I normally don't do those, but I had to. My husband was there with me.
I audibly gasped.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Was it the ending?
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about the vomit scene.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was like, yeah, this seems right. I absolutely knew this was coming.
Yeah. Okay. So do you guys want to just go in? I'm going to take us through the order of it. Are you okay? We've been kind of doing that. We've been kind of going in order.
Go for it.
So we're going to start with Helena, who is having a dream. Oh, actually, before I do that, do you guys want to tell me why you think the episode is called The Dragon in Winter? Does anyone have an idea? Bex
has a hand
up. So speaking of Helena's dream, at the very end, like not the first dream, but like the second dream sequence.
Yes.
The end of it was her with like,
Dream Fire,
and like whether that's the first kid or like the kid she's pregnant with, doesn't matter. that's kind of represented like, oh, they got away, but the long night comes in. You see like the eclipse and kind of, this is like a very like base level explanation, but it's like, because the prophecy like is, the continuation like through Rhaena or Rhaenyra's line. And if somehow like, her getting away would be, would symbol like, like the chain is broken, the long night's coming.
That's a really great analysis. I love that.
Yeah.
Is anybody else?
It wasn't very.
I got what you were saying. Yeah, I got what you were saying.
Yeah.
So
that's the only thing I can think of 100%.
Anyone else have any thoughts about that? About the title of the episode?
I couldn't come up with anything better than what Bex just said.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
Yeah.
Because there's no other signs of winter being on the way, even though like,
I mean,
it is.
I didn't take it. I didn't take it so literally. I thought it was more metaphorical, in which like the dragons. In itself, in this episode, the dragons are very injured. They're not at all at their best, so they're not really the best fighting mode for, let's say, a battle. And there's also Rhaenyra. She's losing it. Helena is having some very dangerous, concerning dreams. Aemon, God, that's all I can say about him. So, like, the dragons, Darren is trapped. The dragons the dragon house are not doing so hot. And usually winter is usually like the season of death, the season of sadness and coldness and death. That's how I took it. That's why I took it more like in a metaphorical sense.
It's probably both.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Yeah.
I was just thinking about, I'm assuming it's a riff off The Lion in Winter. So I was just looking up what that means. Does that make sense to you guys? That it might be a riff off of that, The Lion in Winter? So a lion in winter is a proud, powerful, and prominent leader whose grand strength and authority are facing the twilight of their life or career, yet who still fiercely retains their dignity, intellect, and commanding spirit, which sounds kind of like maybe
Rhaenyra. Okay. No, that's Rhaenyra. That's Rhaenyra right now.
Oh, no, no. Which one? Sorry, which one is Aemon's dragon?
Vhagar? Aemon's dragon, correct me? Vhagar. Oh, yeah. Aemon, sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, know, so they all feel that like they're somewhere in like that, because people are turning against Rhaenyra. Daemon is very conflicted. Aemon, once again, what the fuck? And like they're all like trying so hard to grasp onto power, even though it's like just fleeing from their fingers like sand.
Okay, so let's start with Helena. She at the very beginning, she has a vision, or actually I guess it's a dream. She's having a dream. And then
of a pale mare.
Yeah, of a pale mare. So
gray mare.
It's a gray mare.
Is that from the book?
No.
Helena,
pale mare is from the book, but the gray mare is unique to the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is everybody's thoughts on that? What do you think that portends to or means?
Death. Because the saying goes, death rode on a pale mare.
And then, but she seems okay with it. Like my take on it is that she seems like welcoming of it. Like she doesn't.
I mean, it considering that. I mean, I think the way that I interpreted that dream is that she is increasingly feeling like she can always find freedom in death, because she sees the pale mare, the symbol of death, and then she's in a dark courtyard, a dark gloomy courtyard, and all of a sudden the doors open and there's light in the distance. That's like, don't go towards the light. Don't go towards the light, girl. So she's in a very concerning place.
I can see it as foreshadowing her own death. And
I don't like it.
I don't either. I don't know about people. Let her have her chickens.
Her little cottage with some chickens and just sit there and be her. But also,
And just
Dreamfire looks fucking amazing.
Mhm.
Amazing.
And that outfit that she had on,
Amazing.
what? I
serving.
get why he doesn't fly anymore. I get it, but like, can't you just so we can see the outfit? Like, I want to see like a full outfit.
Although that outfit, that was very similar to a young Rhaenyra outfit.
Rhaenyra, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, was it like hunting when they found the white stag? Maybe
A little bit.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's funny. I was looking at it. It's it was called like a hunting leathers. I think that's what they were.
That's
And
it.
then the one that
Mhm.
young Rhaenyra was wearing had like sort of cut work, but I was looking at Helena's and it looked like it was embroidered. But it was really beautiful. It had like a
Yeah,
stand-up collar,
it
but it
was
was
beautiful.
very actually Beck's very observant. That's very, I was like, when I saw that, I was like, is that Rhaenyra's? I was trying to figure it out, but no, it's just sort of fashioned off of that. But I was calling those, hunting leathers as opposed to the riding leathers,
Mm-hmm.
I would
she can
like
raise you.
to get your opinions on something, because something we touched on last night was like where she says that whenever she's on Dreamfire, like she can't be near her or ride her right now because it's too much. I posited that maybe it has to do with her not properly being charged to deal with their connection, like how she keeps saying she needs to see the moon and whatnot, and she's been pretty much kept inside at nighttime, and she's probably not near a balcony in the castle to where she can just look out and see the moon. So what did you guys think that what's when she says it's too much if she's on Dreamfire? Do you think it means that she's feeling too much with their connection and she can't handle it?
Well, I mean, I didn't take
what?
like because it doesn't seem like she goes to see. I mean, prior to being sequestered in the castle, that even before, because like she doesn't want to hunt, she doesn't even really like riding that much, like. And I think maybe like her dragon dream or dreamer tendency is just like off the charts when she's with Dreamfire, and it's probably too much, and she's definitely like neurodivergent coded in a lot of things, and
very much
like the overstimulation and like
That was my thought. I was thinking that the dragon's magic is just too much combined with her own dreaming. Like when you get it all together, it's maybe like a sensory overload for her, to where it's just too much for her to handle. Because you're right, she wasn't riding Dreamfire even before she was sequestered. And she hasn't ridden Dreamfire in years. So obviously it's been an ongoing thing. This ain't new.
Well, the moon is also like a feminine, heavenly body as well. So there's that connection. I was thinking about her needing to see the moon reminds me of when people are on a boat and they need to see the horizon, because otherwise, if you're below, I don't know if you've ever had this experience, but if you're in a boat and you're below, like in the cabin, and you will sometimes feel seasick, if you go up and see the horizon, then it'll right you and you won't feel ill. So I was just wondering if maybe that gives her, like, being sequestered in the castle is probably unsettling for her.
Oh, well, I mean, like, that was the point in the last episode that Alicent was making over and over. It's like, you're going to destroy her if you keep her locked up. Like, no matter, like, the fact, like, they're locked up in a very nice room, and
yeah, it's like a gilded cage.
It's Alicent's fault that she can't go outside no more.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, her also being pregnant is gonna keep her inside. I mean, it's both.
Okay, but now regarding, we were talking about the opening scene, but then Rhaenyra woke her up, which, by the way, bitch, don't wake me up while I'm sleeping.
Like, not wake me up.
Right. And you standing hovering over me as I open my eyes and grabbing me. I'm not even all the way awake. I have not had my cup of tea. I haven't even had time to go through whatever shorts I missed during the night as I'm on my way to work. Get your damn hands off of me.
Can you honestly, my cat? 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Like, that's the same.
I would have absolutely not been surprised if Helena just like bitch slapped her on like instinct. Like,
Bro, her sewing needles were right there. I would not have begrudged her one little swipe to the cheek because fuck you, bitch. I love you, Rainier, but don't do this dumb shit. Don't do that.
Yeah, and she grabbed her wrist, which is kind of aggressive.
Like
right?
super hard though. Like, why
Right,
are you
yeah.
that aggressive with Helena? The least problematic person in the whole game right now is Helena.
Because she's desperate for some validation. She's
That don't mean
absolutely
you can
desperate.
put your hands on your baby sister.
I'm not saying it excuses her. Like, fuck you, don't touch my baby girl. But like, that's why that I'm explaining. I'm not excusing.
But also, does Rhaenyra not understand how dreaming works? Like that, it's not necessarily, you know, you
She
don't have all
doesn't
the
understand.
answers.
She
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
understand because
But
she doesn't know.
But
This
but
wasn't
it's
part
also-
of her lessons.
But if Helena's a dreamer, like she's going to have prophecy and she's going to have like a sight. And it's probably not every dream, but yeah. But it's also like, why would Helena be dreaming about the winter wolves?
Exactly.
Or
It's not
Menahide?
that specific. She can't. She can't like look and pinpoint where
She's
people
not Bran.
at you know in real time. Like,
Yeah,
she
she's
can't do that.
not tied into the Werewood network.
No.
Right. Like, can't she tap into your random witchy weirwood fever dream and
Yeah.
talk to you? Yeah. But that was a special occasion. And yeah, like somebody reminded me in the chat earlier, yeah, that she was outside and the moon was full and bright when that was happening. So I don't know why Rhaenyra has the notion that she could just tell when that every pinpoint of everything is going to happen,
Well,
and she knows
Because
about
again,
but
she
that's
I think
all she knows.
what she knows is like the general gist of dreamers have dreams that come to pass. So somehow in her desperate mind, she thinks, oh, I have my own CCTV, my own CCTV network. Tell me everything. And it's like, I don't.
Well,
I
because she
control
referenced
it.
Danny. I think she referenced Danny the Dreamer in
Danis.
Yeah.
Danis,
sorry, in another episode. But I mean, that was a huge event, though, right?
Yeah, well, Danis was the one that foresaw
She
the
predicted the doom.
doom of Valeria.
Yeah.
The Valeria and
that's
got
why
her
the
family out of there.
Targaryens got out.
Yeah, but Bex, you were sort of indicating that she did sort of see the you know the White Walkers or the
That definitely,
which is a monumental event, whereas
Yeah.
maybe the Rhaenyra thing is
Yeah.
small potatoes.
And
She's
I know
singing.
someone in the
Yeah.
chat mentioned something like, yeah, of course she would have been dead for a long, like,
Fine.
you know,
Hundreds
for,
of years.
like hundreds of years
Yeah.
by the
That's
time.
like 170 years.
But that's like, you know, still like, you know, and if that's like tied in directly to the prophecy, I don't know. I have like very fundamental issues about the prophecy, but that's also because I still hate Rhaegar Targaryen. So
He wasn't good.
long story. Yeah, that wig. That
We need to
wig.
rant about Rhaegar one time, Bex.
Oh, and that wig.
Oh my god, yeah.
But,
So weird.
but
You
yeah,
wig.
I mean, like that, and yeah. But I mean, she
Sowing the
has,
seeds.
she's
Sowing
tapped
needles.
into something,
Mm-hmm.
and like, you know, and the question is, when she's on Dreamfire, she's seeing the storming of the dragon pit.
Yeah. So I think her network is like big ticket items, not like necessarily the finer.
Well,
political
but
Well,
I think
because-
she also
same-
knows
I
where
think it was the same with
where
Daenerys.
Daemon is.
Oh,
Well-
that's true, but it's her brother though. Maybe because of that. I guess
Yeah.
Rhaenyra is her sister, but
I mean, like,
Also,
I
she
guess-
says she gets flashes. She says she
Yeah.
gets flashes of things. She doesn't always knows how to interpret them.
Well, he's in a very magical place, so no, I don't think she just interpreted that
Mm.
he was there. No, like she knew
that's a good
he was
point.
there.
Though
Is
she
your
tapped
baby
into
boy
the
in
Weirwood
here?
network.
Is
Can
that
I give a shout out to my son? He's in the chat.
yes. Who
Whoa,
is it?
Thanks. It's been forever
Jeff
today.
Boyd.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Son, he
Welcome.
loves House of the Dragon. We text about it back and forth all the time. He's really
That's
enjoying
awesome.
it.
That's awesome.
Simply Reg.
Yeah, Simply Reg.
I don't know if that's a play on Simply Red, which is a really wonderful band from the 80s.
Oh,
I could
I
tell you,
love
but
you
I'll
too,
let
son.
the Sphinx do it.
I
Okay.
love you too.
Yeah.
So cute.
Aww.
Oh, mama. That's so nice.
He's so cute.
He's my
Uh,
favorite child. No, I'm just playing.
okay, so now I'm going to go to
Oh, I know some people gonna have some phone calls and text messages to send to you after that.
I didn't
Now-
say that out loud.
now
What?
I was going to say from like a writing perspective, what do you think that the writers are doing with Rhaenyra? Are they now trying to make us really not like her? Where do you think they're taking us with her?
You know,
Well, I mean, Emma Darcy did say that they and then the showrunner Condal that they were trying to see how even a good person can descend into tyranny if pushed hard enough. That's what they said. That's what they said they were exploring.
I would like to call nonsense because George already had that played out. Y'all didn't need to add nothing. Just follow the recipe.
well, and also, I mean, I haven't. I'll watch like the house that the dragon built, like talking about like all the technical stuff. Like, I'm staying away from, you know, the actors and the writers talking about the story because that doesn't help them at all. But
But
I mean, like she's
Daenerys
good, but
forgot about the
also
Iron
she's, like, being
Fleet.
proven to be so incompetent. Which
That part.
yeah, and like
That part.
You know, I know, like one of the first episodes, I was kind of complaining. It's like, oh, she's a woman. She's, you know, like fighting against the, like, she can't be a good ruler
Patriarchy.
because she's a woman. I thought it was lazy. And like Gwen had like a lot of good points. So it's like, well, that's the point. But then it's also like, but you know, you're doing nothing to counteract like, you know, the fact that like, well, it turns out no, she's not a good leader, or at least like not a good leader in the time of war. She probably would be a good leader if like everything was like copacetic and, you know, not having to, but I don't know.
She
there's
seems
things
to be.
I'm just like, I feel like they're dragging so many things out that are just like
no reason.
unnecessary at this point.
We could have had much more of the story in with cutting out like half of the nonsense they've changed and showed us this season.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like she's been obsessed recently with whether she's ordained to have this role. Like, not like, am I doing a good job? Or, you know, is this something like, would my father be proud of me? Or any of these mortal sort of things. Everything is about the gods. Like, she's just like, am I, you know, am I the one that he chose? And it's sort of like monarchies in itself are kind of weird anyway. Like I was trying to explain to my kids the difference between a democracy and a monarchy. You know, like I said, these people were just born into this role. They weren't voted in. Like I was even comparing it to the United States in a weird way. Sorry, you guys, I always do this too. But the fact that you're that somebody could just be married to somebody, even though they're not an elected official, and get an office, which is just bonkers in Canada.
Wild ass work.
Yeah,
yeah.
We think it's crazy too.
Yeah. So, you know, or you're just family or something, like there's cronyism. So just, you know, so monarchies are really kind of flawed in their own way. So I guess they feel that they have to somehow justify it by feeling that the gods have wanted this role for them. But she's already had several indications that they haven't chosen her, if that's what she believes, like the throne cutter. And you know, she's had all kinds of dissent.
And
she's had unrest.
Gonna be fucking ape shit when like Aegon and Sunfire come back.
And then she finds out maybe that Aemon's still alive, or I don't know. I think.
Well, I think Aegon and Sunfire.
Oh yeah,
are really, you know, because that's way more problematic for her than Aemon.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. I think that's what's going to unfold in the next episode.
Is he though?
You don't think so?
In like public perspective, yes.
Yeah,
I think there's. I think I saw something
in that avenue. I'll give you that. Yeah,
yeah. In public perspective, considering like she has told everyone that he's dead and that he was killed by Aemon. You know, when he comes back, although, I mean, I'm still interested to see how. I know we're jumping around. I'm gonna.
That's okay.
Be interested in seeing, you know, how they're gonna carry out because. I mean, Sunfire, I don't think is battle ready by any stretch of the
He
imagination.
can't even fly.
No,
Poor little guy.
can't even get in the air right now.
Poor little baby. And
No,
his little
Sunfire
face.
can't fly. I mean,
But
according
he
to the
looks-
books, he can't fly. But
Mhm.
maybe the show might change it up to where he's recovered and now he can take to the skies again.
I mean, they're
But-
gonna have to because there's a pretty far distance for them to get to, and I don't think they're gonna do that lumbering and trekking all on the King's Road to get there.
Yeah, and stuff happens that would need Sunfire to fly.
Yeah. And because he's just sort of like walking on his talons or something, right? Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's just walking at the right at
poor
this
little
point.
guy.
He's Phantom. Oh my God, he's Phantom of the Opera. We have a dragon that's Phantom of the Opera. I love it.
And then that's why he matches Smeagol.
Guys, internet, I need a fan video of the Sunfire going. Yeah.
By the way, Tatiana, my son's band put on a sort of like sort of a revised, very shortened version of Phantom of the Opera
Nice.
in the spring. It was interesting.
That-
I was like,
That's
I'm sorry, I'm not
that's
a
a
huge
word.
Andrew Lloyd Webber lover.
But it's also like my mom, when she's like, she says, that's interesting a lot. And it's like,
Oh no, my mom just says that was bad.
that's
my
the-
my mom does not sugarcoat anything.
Yeah,
yeah, no, my
she's Puerto
mom's
Rican.
too Midwestern to.
totally. Okay, now I know that who was the director of this episode. She was referring to one love triangle in this Nina, but I wanted to refer to a second love triangle in this episode, which is
Oh, Jesus.
Alan.
Lord Jesus.
Alan and Bela
Okay, I
and
thought you were going for the other
Adam.
one.
Oh,
Did you
Oh.
guys see that coming?
I did.
yeah.
I mean, yes, and the thing is, I don't.
I had
thought
to
they
correct
made it
myself when I was doing the
clear.
watch along because I did not see any romantic vibes between the two of
No.
them. Now,
I didn't
Alan,
either.
absolutely,
Like-
Big Daddy,
Well,
yeah, that
but-
chemistry was off the charts the second they got on the screen together.
But, like that
Was it?
with
Because I didn't feel anything.
Yeah.
I honestly, I
Yes.
don't care. I didn't feel anything. For it's like, oh,
Well,
okay, cool.
like
Uh.
the scene with Adam, not last episode, but the
Adam's
episode
the dragon
before,
rider.
like,
right.
When
you
he
know,
was
with-
trying to have
and
Rhaenyra
he's
get
like,
Adam
you
in
know,
the
like
dragon
saying,
rider.
like, you know, he was very much like, kind of like, well, I'll help you and let's run away. Like, you know, like, I mean, I didn't want to believe that they were going to go down that road, but I mean, I saw it coming.
I
And
didn't get
I-
that vibe. I got more
I
of like
had-
a brotherly vibe from
Same.
you.
That's what I got. That's
I
exactly
got-
what I got.
you know, my pessimism towards the writers knew it was going to be a love triangle.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, like I
I
absolutely.
would've
Because
been-
why did that need to, of all the other shit that we have going
No,
on?
yeah,
That's what
no.
y'all wanted to make a
No,
pinpoint.
yeah,
Yeah.
Red-
dumb.
Not in the
Red-
book.
It's
Sphinx
not.
Son is asking, was this something in the books?
no.
No.
No,
I
it
mean,
is not.
And
No, it is not.
honestly, in the books, like them getting together happens like it doesn't
Way
happen
later.
this soon.
It doesn't happen during the dance?
Yeah.
Like it happens
Well,
later?
it
After,
happens
isn't it?
At the end of it, that's
at the end of it.
the-
At the end
yeah.
of it, because you know, like
They're the
and
survivors.
that's gonna make me mad.
Because, yeah,
if
at the
they,
end of the war,
if they
succession and all that comes up.
sideline, like the rest of her story, like
yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
I agree. Well, I do kind of think that maybe, given the information we've been given, that it's one-sided for Adam. Like Adam, I think, has a crush on her. on
Yeah.
his
I'm very
son.
like, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
And she
Oh,
is
yeah.
I didn't
totally
see
caught
it
off guard
Until
there.
then.
She seemed
Yeah.
to be like, "What?"
And he very quickly caught that tea, and luckily another dragon came up to save him from having to navigate the rest
Well,
of
it
that
was
conversation.
But then
So
I think
awkward.
it's gonna set up like some sort of conflict between Alan and Adam.
I
I
really
mean, like,
don't.
I
I
just
really don't
think
want
that-
that.
Oh,
I
I
don't
hope
want.
not.
I don't want.
Neither
it.
do I. I like them as
I
brothers.
just
Awful.
feel like well, I
I
only
think-
say that because then it'll make the end of their story a little bit more dramatic if they
I
It's
think Alan will
dramatic
back
enough.
off once he realizes that she's already got a thing with Alan. He's not going to push the issue.
Yeah, I don't think
He
so
realized
either.
already.
I would agree with you. Like, but I just like, you know, I'm not very happy with the writers.
Hi, Tony.
Hi,
Tony, we have to
Tony.
do a little.
Look.
We haven't quite figured out how to connect it.
I have no idea what I'm doing with it, but I really love it. It's so pretty and pink.
Is it
Thank you. It's a microphone.
But
Tony got it for me.
Is it a Bluetooth mic?
No.
It has
I
a
don't
cable.
think so. It has
So
a
you can
cable.
connect it.
It's connected to my phone, and I'm wearing 2 sets of earphones because the one is connected to this, and the other one is Bluetooth to my phone. So I don't know what is happening. I don't know if this is working or not. I don't know.
Well, I
have to
don't
say-
hear any of the feedback or clicking or
No, it
any
sounds
of
way
that
better.
on your end anymore. So yes, I
So
think
let's just do nothing and say that it worked.
I have to say,
There you
actually,
go.
the whole Alan Adam Bela thing kind of reminds me of a Jane Austen novel.
Oh God, yes.
It had a little bit of like, 19th century sort of, and also they're in, I don't know if actually in Jane Austen they could be cousins.
Yeah, Maxwell Park married her cousin.
Yeah, I don't think uncle and niece was still frowned upon, I believe.
No, the cousins were fine. Just uncle and niece was not.
Yeah.
Well, the cousins was fine.
Yeah, I think like way further down in like the Middle Ages, like when it like was.
Oh yeah, when it's Habsburg, then
well,
you just fuck
or
anyone.
like when it's like to secure, borders and whatnot.
I mean, the Targaryens are based on the Habsburgs anyway.
Well, yeah.
Corey Girl says poor Adam being friend zoned by his niece. Totally.
I mean, can you imagine being in a love triangle with your 2 uncles that
that's
you don't really
strange.
know?
Yeah.
I really
think,
hope they don't try to play up that situation any more than they already have.
I think they will.
Yeah. It was funny because I'm watching this other show.
I hate it too.
Called Sterling Point, and there's all this stuff like, is this person like her relative? Is this person like her sister's, half brother and all this? And then I was like, oh my God, like what if they get together and it turns out that the guy she's with is actually like her half brother? And then Jack and I were talking about, that happens a lot. Apparently, people who are related sometimes end up together and then they don't find out till later that they were actually related. And there is something because what happens normally when you're raised in a family with your brothers and sisters, there is something that happens in our physiology that makes us not attracted to somebody in our family. There's something in nature that makes us not attracted, which is why it's strange with the Targaryens, because that normally you would be repelled to be with a family member. But when you've been raised separately and you've never known each other and then you come together, I guess there's just something because you're like, oh, this person's kind of like me. They look kind of like me, or they act like me, or something. So apparently that's
like
normal.
when you find out you have like a secret half sibling. Which
True.
We had in our
I've heard
family
true
just
stories.
recently.
They happen.
Yeah, well, now because of 23andMe and all those, those testing, people are finding out that they have that their parents might have had a love child, or
that they're not, they don't belong to the parents that they thought they belonged to.
Yeah, like my sister, she had her genetic testing done, and then she'd say, "Oh, you don't need to have your genetic testing done, Heidi, because this is what my testing was." And I'm like, "How do you even know that my dad is my dad?"
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm the baby. Like my mom could have had an affair, and no one would have known.
But also,
I mean.
And
I wouldn't exactly like my dad, so
your mom.
The same. It's not always going to be identical just because you guys are siblings. Like, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's
exactly.
Like, you only share half.
Oh,
with
okay.
a sibling.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
So because I haven't done it yet. Have you guys done it? Have you done?
I've done it, and my kids have done it, except for my son who hasn't turned in his kit yet.
Oh yeah, and the one who's in the chat.
Right, yes, I'm talking.
Boy Sphinx, turn your kit in. What are you doing?
Turn in your ancestry DNA.
But if this is like your silent protest to not turn it in because you don't want your DNA on the government like that, then I stand behind you on that.
I got all my kids' kits for Christmas last year, and everybody turned theirs in except for him. I think he's trying to
be
hide
fair,
from the
Bela
government.
is hot, so you can't really.
that's 100% true statement. So I know I can't blame Adam at all.
Yeah.
But, you know, I did correct myself when I was watching. I said, oh, okay, well, people were telling me that they saw this happen and I did not believe it. But now I know, because poor baby Boo, Bailey thought she was about to have another good half sibling, whatever moment. Like, oh, your brother told you, huh? He's like, my brother.
Like,
and the look on both their faces, like they both caught up to the actual conversation, the circumstances at the same time.
Hey, I mean, if Aegon the Conqueror could marry his two sisters, why can't Bela marry her two uncles? I don't see the problem. We forget that Targaryen's Valerians, but whatever. I don't see the problem.
Okay, but this Aegon is the only one that could get away with that, though.
Look at Wheel of Time.
Well, look what they did to Maegor.
They oftentimes have more than one.
Aegon's the only one that had the moxie to
nobody's been able to get away with this since.
I haven't, like, personally speaking, I don't know that I was feeling the chemistry between Alan and her either.
I don't either. I'm sorry. I really tried AK to like see what you see.
Yeah.
But like that was rushed. I thought they had one scene, and then all of a sudden they're making out. I'm like, it felt like those shows or videos where it's like, oh, this is a hot girl, this is a hot guy. They're hot together.
Mm-hmm.
They're together. Ta-da! That's how it felt.
Like, but I don't know. Like I didn't feel Missandei and Grey Worm. You know, they had been together like a long time, and
those I did feel.
I didn't really feel that, and it was like, oh wow, that's super hot. I just was like, nope. I don't know. So I don't know if it's just the writing or if it's the timing or what have you. I just don't feel there were enough moments between Alan and Bela. You know,
there were no moments. There was none. There was one scene.
And I feel like who Bela is, both in the show and in the books, like the way her and we're gonna say like what happens in the books, right?
Are we doing spoilers?
Are we doing book spoilers?
I don't know.
People who don't
know. People might
know.
You guys let us know in the chat.
Yeah,
if you're okay with that.
Yeah,
if not, I don't remember. Like I forget. So
I mean,
it's been a long time.
I know.
Oakenfist is my favorite character.
Well, actually, I know where Bela ends up. Sorry, I do know that. I know where Bela ends up. So I do know that.
You know, there's a little bit like, you know, if they just kind of like kept the faith and like they could have built this relationship up so much better and like not have to do. I mean, like, I'm just not.
I think they just want. They just need to apparently find something for Adam to do, because otherwise he will just be on missions and that's it. This is something for him to do.
I think they're trying to develop a character for Bela, which they haven't really done a great job with. Which, I mean, Bela's character in the book is effing awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like she's a badass, and she's also like, you know,
a bae.
She wouldn't. Yeah, she's a bae, and she probably would have like, oh, I'll kiss both of my uncles. Why not?
I kind of like the scene actually with Adam where he actually picked up Rhaena. I kind of thought that was really kind of awesome. That scene where he picks her up. I think he throws her over his shoulders because he's really so maybe he'll turn. You know, maybe that'll turn into something.
Oh,
the other sister.
No. I don't know. Raina's
Raina's got to get her mind right before.
Yeah, Rhaena is not.
I swear, if they try to force that in there,
I really do.
I will rage quit.
Right, Rhaena is not in the state of mind to be with anybody. That girl needs therapy. So much therapy.
Now, sir, okay, so one of the things that we were talking about, I know we were talking about the love triangle, but they during that same scene. They spot Sheepstealer with a dragon rider and return to King's Landing, and then present that to Rhaenyra, who is, she's trying to do another small council meeting. I was going to say
that meeting before they got there was hilarious.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
It's like you have the Manderly being like, why are you telling everybody I'm figuring this out? Like,
Why are you saying that this is my
he called him
fault?
out on it.
yeah.
Why is it? Am I the scapegoat? Am I the scapegoat?
Yeah, he figured it out. Like, my sorry, I thought they were so smart in deciding to put that on him, and then he figured it out.
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah,
what can I
Even with
do?
him figuring. Sorry, Sphinx, go ahead.
No, but Renera asked him, she was like, well, what have you done to fix the problem? He's like, what can I do? Like, what did you do before I got
Exactly.
here?
Well, he said, well, I proposed raising taxes. Bruh,
Who you gonna
that
right,
is
who you gonna
part
get
of the
that tax money from?
problem. There is no money to raise taxes from.
Well, but he could still do it on rich people.
Girl, you really think he's gonna do it on rich people? Let's be so for real.
When she needs every man that she can get from those nobles to fight.
I know.
And she already made them angry with that little rag trick that she did on the third episode.
Yeah.
She may as well tax them. Everybody else hates her already in the city, so she
Mhm.
may as well tax the nobles.
I mean, she's in a no-win situation as far as like they don't have money.
Yeah.
It's
You know,
bad.
like, something's got to give.
he said as soon as the gold comes in, it's getting spent. Like there's no surplus. They're not storing up gold. It's just a struggle situation.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why they frame the story around this, because there was already enough things going on with all the plot points that this just didn't to put Rhaenyra in this position to like purposely make it look like she's incompetent. I think is really, really dumb.
I mean, yeah, like her being confident, like I just hate the fact that she
He was
was
hilarious.
like so like I felt like they did like everything bad where she was like, overly in not in the grief, but like everyone thinks I can't do it because I'm a woman and like, she's just
Constantly
like,
going
always
over that.
behind the
Yeah.
and like had she maybe been a little bit more confident in herself and then like walked into like failure, it would have been different. You know what I mean? Like, but she's always kind of been like at a disadvantage even before she started. I don't know. Like there's just like there's no turn in it.
Yeah.
It was just like, like complain like no one believes in me because I'm a woman. And then when she gets there, it's like, well, I'm not proving anybody wrong in my capabilities. And we all know it's not because she's a woman. It's just,
I agree with my son here who says it's the worst small council ever.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's like one of those really bad Zoom meetings.
if Corliss was there, things would be so much different.
Well, but
Wouldn't though? Because he wasn't doing anything when he was there.
Of that though, can
Alan,
we give Sir Alan his flowers, because he's literally the only one that's actually trying to do the job and doing well with what he has.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if Corliss, although Corliss might have been like, Lady Frey does not need to be here. Like, screw that.
If Corliss was there, she would have never been in the room in the first place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Although her and Manderly are like the
They're hilarious.
Waldorf and Stafford of
Yeah.
of
By
this-
the way,
Yeah.
so what do you think about? Okay, so now we have a scenario where Sabitha is getting Harrenhal. What do you think is going to go down there?
That'll be
She's
fun
gonna
to
go
watch.
and get got. Alys is gonna feed all of them to the weirwood net, and I'm not gonna miss any of them because fuck you, phrase.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fuck the
for the
phrase.
phrase.
Oh, and she's married into the phrase. She wasn't born a Frey.
It doesn't matter.
She still act like them. That's her
She,
house.
she
now.
adopted Frey custom.
She's demonstrating Frey behavior. She's acting like a Frey. She was so
Although,
excited to get that castle.
I mean-
she was like, "Oh yes, yes."
I mean,
Why
the
don't we
fact
know?
that
Sadly,
Has she seen it recently? Like it's a teardown,
That
castle,
knows
isn't it?
history. Like it's a haunted castle. Like
Yeah.
why do you want it? Everybody dies there. Everybody
ruins.
dies.
I think it's like a list it or love it type of thing. I would definitely list it. Like it's.
I would list it too.
So she's mad to let Harrenhal go to. Harrenhal really shouldn't go to any damn body.
No,
it
it's
literally
cursed.
has a track record of ruining houses.
Nobody cares about Harrenhal. Nobody.
I mean, also look at Eamon's hair. Like the poor guy can't find like a hair dryer or flat iron.
He needs a flat iron. He needs the heat protection.
No, that's the premium package. He didn't get the premium Harrenhal package. He don't get that.
Yeah, it's like what's her name in Game of Thrones? At one point, it got really frizzy, and we were talking about how she needed a conditioner. Who is that? Charlie. No, not Charlie. Oh my God, I've lost it. I'll think about it.
Oh,
I'm
wait.
trying to think of it.
Sam's girlfriend, Gilly?
No, sorry, not Gilly. Well, no, hers did kind of go through that as well. Why can't I think of her name? She married Joffrey. Sorry.
Marjorie.
Marjorie, yes. Marjorie, do you remember at one point Marjorie's hair? I was like, what is going on with Marjorie's hair? It was so dry looking.
Oh.
And someone said she needed a hot oil treatment.
A
deep
deep
conditioning. Do they even have hot oil treatments anymore? Like seriously, I don't even think that's a thing. You see, like VO5. Yes.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, I've never needed it.
I mean, like it's like argan oil.
Argan oil is
or coconut oil. Like
Yeah.
I do oil
I've used those,
before I like shampoo.
Yeah,
My hair is very oily, so I tend to stay away from oils.
Yeah, like so I buy my son like an apple cider vinegar shampoo, Tatiana, because he's like got like oily hair, but me, I have to put like a lot. Like I think Bex and I have similar hair. I have to put a lot of moisture in it.
I put it on my ends.
Yeah. Well, okay. Oh,
wait for
there's
it to grow back out first.
Raina's hair is a lost cause.
Oh gosh.
Well, no. Once she
had her own bangs.
We got to near the end of the episode. She finally had it looking
it out.
Husband was like, "What is
through
going
it.
on with her hair?" And I go, "They washed it, and they kind of, I think they brushed it out or
They
something."
brushed it. Yeah, they brushed it.
Yeah, that's all they did. They washed it and they put a comb to it.
Yeah,
it's very simple style. Like no VO5 or hot oil even needed for that one. She just need to get clean.
Exactly. She was wearing a sweet little nightgown there. That little nightgown she had on was adorable. I loved it. Actually, all the nightgowns are amazing.
That was absolutely them being.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Can we just like talk about?
that was so on the nose.
You fucking.
As soon as I saw that, as soon as I heard that line, I was like, AK is going to burn with anger over that line.
Like you cheeky ass bastard.
You bastard! How dare you?
Are they trolling or are they giving fan service? Which one is it?
Why not both?
I mean, a bit of both.
I think it was a little bit like, well, we're gonna mess this up and not stick the landing. Like, let's just like throw the word nettles in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't stick the landing with it.
Oh, by the way, I didn't scroll down. Most people were saying they don't mind if there is spoiler.
Yeah, they don't mind if
spoilers.
there's spoilers. Yeah.
Eamon has nice hair. Yeah, I think it's kind of like I think what you guys are saying is that normally he grooms his hair.
It's like usually
smooth.
stick.
Very sleek. He likes to wear it
particular style.
Yeah.
Now it's.
But it was kind of like that with Aegon. Do you remember Aegon when he was young and there was a different actor playing him and they had that sort of wild? Well, I guess his hair. He
didn't really do much with his hair. He just let it hang where it did.
Whereas Aemon's very particular.
Very particular. And if you have never Googled Aemond and his hair for those shorts and memes, I highly encourage you to do so.
AK's gonna get a bitch. Texas, they use birch tar shampoo. I've heard that. Is that for oily hair?
Is that for oily hair or for dry hair?
Or dry hair.
No clue.
Is that for birch tar? Yeah, I think that was uncalled for. I think Ryan Condal has some explaining to do there on that one. He probably is like, look at me, I'm so funny. No, he didn't write it though.
I have to give me 1 second. I'll be.
That's true.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
No problem.
Groovy.
Yeah, it's meant to be a nod to the books, but it came across as adding salt to the wound and of not having Nettles in the show. Agreed. Yeah.
I agree with that.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Click that back, Heidi. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like they could have
They didn't have to say
boy.
anything.
yeah,
No.
they didn't
Yeah.
have to, or
They
they
just
could have
left
just
it
That was
like,
a choice.
like not let Raina be like this like quivering, like I can't figure out
this child abandoning person, and we know Raina from the books. This is, look, both of those girls, okay, like they're making Raina look way different from how she was. Both of them bitches got it, okay? They are badasses. They are down for the cause, and
it's like,
just,
you know,
I don't like the
maybe
the
if they
characters,
started
how they've written
like if they started it and like, you know, they're not giving a lot of these ladies like good arcs, you know, and
Typical
part of the
Westerosi
problem is like
politics.
they're just like extending everything so much, like, you know, like why we should have had like the first Tumbleton battle already, and also knowing like, well, I guess one thing, it's even though like the next season's not written yet, there's so many things to get through.
So
I'm sure that they've done the
many.
tent poles, though. They must have done, like, if they know they only have, after this next episode, only 8 episodes, they must have done like the tent poles, the milestones.
Yeah, but
to get to the
still
end.
like the whole Alicent going to Harrenhal, unnecessary.
Yeah, since we have we've been talking about Aemon's hair, let's go into
let's
that,
go to
because
it's Weiny there. It's Weiny and
the
damp.
moment I saw that shit going down, I said, hold on. How, first of all, Allison, how the fuck you get here so quick? This can't be her.
She teleported.
And then she came in with the kiss. I said, oh no, this is absolutely a fucking fever dream. There is no way. And I would like to bring to attention what I have under my title here. Alys is sentenced to Azkaban.
Yeah.
Azkaban
Wait, Alys or
immediately. That is what is called assault, ma'am. You drug that boy to make him to make him more pliable. And I don't think it's the only time. I think she's been slowly drugging him the whole time he's been here.
Well, I guess it's like, you know,
this was her coup de grace. But one thing we are interested in, and we were talking about it when me and Meeks were on with the boys last night, is how did she see what Alicent's outfit was going to be? And then like the first line she would say to this boy, because also this is the only time you're ever going to see me like really feel bad about for Aemon is he that's why he reached out and like put his hands on her shoulders like that so hard, because he had to try to make sure this was actually her.
Well, but I also feel like there is something about Harrenhal. Like, I think Harrenhal is like a hinge of the world. You know, like Harrenhal,
it's a magical powerhouse.
Exactly. And so I think maybe Alicent was close enough. That's
what I was thinking.
The only way I can like explain it. It's like, no, it's Harrenhal.
Yeah.
I have to say that
Alice is tapped into the power of Harrenhal, which is why she
as well as the werewood net. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the werewood net. Like the werewood net, like she's been traveling, and like, you know, it's the game.
And then, you know, the Isle of Fate, the God's Eye, or is that they call it the Isle of Faces? It's right there with the huge fucking werewood tree.
I have to say though, I rewatched that scene, and she does seem genuinely surprised at his reaction. And
who?
Alys. She seems genuinely surprised, and she goes, "What did you see?"
Yeah.
So you think it's all manipulation? You think it's 100% manipulation?
Yeah, but I don't think it's manipulation to the point where I don't think she was in there pretending to be Alicent. I think that's just like whatever she's giving him.
Exactly.
His subconscious.
He's having his own
dream in his own visions. Yeah, same with Damon, who also had like a weird mommy sex dream. Although
Mhm.
Damon's
That's true.
mom died when
Yes.
he was 3.
And that because people
Yeah.
were saying, how did he know what she looked like? And it might have just
Well,
been he might have
because she's a fucking
manifested her.
Targaryen.
Yeah, he manifested maybe what he thought.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
based on his
this
dad's
was his
description.
dream, his
Yeah.
vision, and she had been giving him whatever she's been giving him to make him have these visions and these weird
Pliable.
dreams.
Yeah.
And that's why she was asking, what did you see? Like, we were boning and now you're freaking out. Like, what happened? Like, what did you see?
I think she knew that she was being perceived as Allison, and I think she went in like that purposely to bring his guard down more.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think that was just
Or
the
she
magic of
just-
Harrenhal messing with his
I don't
brain. I
know,
think it was
like,
a combination of both.
But she's never seen Allison before. Although I guess she's the queen. But there's also like never.
But
like,
if you don't go to the Capitol, you don't see the queen. Like, there's
yeah,
not
and, like
pictures
there's
circulating.
there's no like kind
unless
of
you
like
can-
printing press situation.
That's what we were talking
Yeah,
about. Like
Unless
in,
you can tap
in the
into the
medieval
magic
period,
and
they
see.
had in the medieval period they would have like little paintings and things like that they would send, and then you could put it in a locket. And they don't have that in this world, in the Westeros world. They don't have portraits. I don't even think I've ever seen a portrait. Has there been a portrait in this show?
No.
What did I miss?
No, they just
Has there
do,
ever been
like,
a portrait?
Statues.
For sure. Yeah,
Statues, yeah.
But I've never seen like in the medieval era, like
I don't
Renaissance, they would always have little paintings.
I mean,
that
they
would
had
send your
tapestries.
betrothed.
Tapestries.
They have tapestries and landscapes. There's I think there's like a painting of the dragon of the Red Keep inside the Red Keep.
Yeah, the
there's a paint-
tapestries are
But
true.
I
Yeah.
There's murals. I think there's murals.
One of the things I have to say, though, okay, this is what I thought was interesting, is that Allison, some of the things that she was saying were true. There was like, at first, this is why we're like, okay, is it actually Allison? But, she was doing the manipulation. Where I thought it kind of went off the rails is when she's like, you're like the best son, you were like, she started sort of, what do you call it? Flattering him.
Gaslighting
And then
him.
she said, I was a terrible, I was such a young mother. I was terrible. It's like, no, you weren't, like, So, but there were things that she did say that were kind of true, like not that she hid, but that, Helena's alone. She said some things that sounded like factually true. And then when she did come in as the real Allison, then she kind of said some of the similar things. She was wearing the same outfit. So, I think I kind of like the theory that maybe it was because she was located so closely. That might be a good theory.
I think Alys saw her on the way,
Mhm.
and that was the image that she pulled. Because Harrenhal is definitely messing with his brain. I do agree with that, but I don't think it was just that at work there. I think it was very specifically she made herself look like Allison in that moment.
But,
did she? Because when
if it was something she
Allison
pulled,
turned back,
how would Eamon even know that?
maybe the dress it's wearing is one of the dresses that he's seen her in before. Maybe it's that. But the way I saw it is like when Allison turned back to Alys, she was so surprised that when he it wasn't like. She was very surprised, like, what's wrong? Maybe she thought that they were just together.
Yeah, we saw her out, and we know she's like a skin changer.
Mm-hmm.
That
Or
part.
so maybe the owl saw Allison coming.
I have to say this, what Daryl's saying here, but that wasn't Allison who was doing that manipulation. That was actually
I think he meant
Alys.
to say Alys.
Well, so Alys
yeah.
used that.
Oh,
Yes,
Alys. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly that. Alys used that
Mhm.
to manipulate him in this way.
I honestly thought it was a dream.
Combination of all of those things.
Yeah.
But,
It's kind of
did you see how fast once he came to, he jumped, he pulled out?
Oh yeah.
No, he didn't. He did not want that. He did not go into that thinking it was Alys.
By the way, on a gag factor, the first part, where do you guys put that out of 10 gag factors?
Ew.
It was pretty nasty.
1,000.
I mean, I have to give.
Out of 10.
I have to give kudos to the actors for being able to do that scene, because I mean, although I understand that the actress who plays Allison, Olivia, is actually only like a year or two
She's
older.
3 years
Yeah,
old.
there's a- yeah,
3
she's
She's only
years
3 years
older
older than
than
Eamon.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, she's playing an older character. But yeah, I don't even know how those. And you know, it's weird for me. I have a cousin, a late cousin that looks a bit like Eamon. So I was kind of like, I'm always like, oh, like just every time I see a scene with him like that, I just go like get horrified because he looked kind of like my late cousin. Yeah.
No. Alice
I
is
tried to
sentenced
kill my brother. I ain't
infinite
mad at
years
you.
in Azkaban.
Yeah. Okay, but on a scale of 1 to 10, how terrible is a mother? How terrible is a mother of Allison as a mother? Like on a scale of 1 to 10.
She's
Okay,
a
maybe
10
it's-
out of 10 horrible
She
mom.
is
She's like a
the-
good 100.
Oh my god.
Uh,
She is like I never think it can get worse than it gets.
And
It's
then she
like-
tries
She
to
just
kill one of her
toxic.
kids.
Yeah, she's kind of like Donald
She has
Trump.
been-
Like, you know, you don't think Donald Trump can do any more, any worse, and then he just, oh wow, he surprised
And then
me.
he tells
Yeah,
you
that's
to hold his
Allison.
beer.
Yeah, hold my beer.
Yeah, Allison, I feel like on my list, I think I place her worse than Catelyn Tully.
You hate
Oh,
Catelyn Tully that
absolutely.
much?
And I am not a Catelyn fan at all.
I thought we established she's a Stark. Is she not a Stark?
Maybe
When did I
because of
ever
the way
say?
she
When did I
treated-
ever agree to that?
Is it because
Oh, maybe
of the way
you didn't
she
agree to
treated
that.
John, that you don't like
Catelyn
her?
Tully.
That she was a bad stepmom?
Yeah. Well, I think
There's
in the show they
more,
did a-
there's more than just she was a horrible stepmom. She was also kind of a horrible mom
Mhm.
to the kids that she didn't want to pay attention to.
I know you're talking
Well,
about
and
his
she
book-
was also
book,
like not
Catelyn.
a very good mom to the kids she overly paid attention to.
Mm.
That part.
Do you?
Because I know how
are
you
talking
feel about
book,
Sansa.
book Catelyn, or are you talking about show Catelyn, or both?
Both.
Mhm.
I mean,
Well, I didn't know
I
you
think
felt that way.
I think
AK.
book Catelyn's worse than show Catelyn.
Mm. And it's interesting because they recast Catelyn in the show. It was
Oh,
No, it was always Michelle Foley.
No, they
No.
had a different.
No, it was
was
there was
supposed to
one
be
other
Mario.
person.
Pilot.
Both her and Amelia Clark, I believe, were recast.
yeah. It was. Have you guys the Pride and
I've never
Prejudice?
seen the pilot.
Have you guys
Oh,
seen it? No one's seen it.
the first pilot.
No one's seen. Yeah, they got that under lock and key. I don't think we'll ever see.
Yeah,
that.
they reshot the pilot.
Yeah, it was. I can't remember the
Hey,
actress's
you.
name, but she plays Elizabeth in the Pride and Prejudice with Colin Firth. So that I can't remember her name. In real
She
life.
was repeatedly
Exactly.
trying
She
to
wanted
kill
to
her
kill her
unborn
grandson. I
grandchild,
can't
and also leave
imagine.
Jaehaera to the wind, so her and Helena could escape. So I mean,
Oh, hey, AU. Hello, how are you?
Hey,
Jack
AU.
Mule.
10 out of 10. Was the
Hello.
10 out of Haymaker, was the 10 out of 10 for Allison is a terrible mother, or 10 out of 10 for that is like a really disgusting scene? Something that you probably had to go wash your eyes out with after you saw that.
as that cute little girl in the taco commercial says, why not both? That's the answer. Both.
I don't know. Like how many I don't know if you guys have ever seen Angels and Insects. There's an incest scene in that movie that was pretty awful. But I don't know. This is probably in term. Oh yes, Jennifer
There
Eel.
it
Thank
is.
you so much.
Thank you,
In terms of
Persephone.
incest scenes, this is probably one of the
Tamsin
worst
Merchant,
ones ever in Tasman.
Although-
Yes.
You know, it's funny, like, because then once real Allison was in, and she, like, you were like talking about, like, you know, she was like saying the same thing. But it was also like it was so much forced
Mm.
and awkward,
Oh yeah.
like where she was like, "You're, the only one, like you're all I have left." Although then later when they're having dinner, like the most awkward, you know, future
Family
mother-in-law,
dinner.
future daughter-in-law
Right.
dinner, where at some point he's like, "Well, you're staying here," and he's like, "I'm the only one you have left," and she's like, "But Helena," and he's like, "Nope."
Yeah, and did you notice they did the sitcom table sitting thing again? Remember I was talking about on the other episode where they had everyone faces the audience, so they're sitting like
Oh,
single
I
file,
mean,
like they're not
yeah.
really sitting. And someone
Yeah.
always have you noticed in Harrenhal, somebody always has to sit in that broken chair. I think it's Simon's chair that he used to sit in Everyone sits in that broken chair at some point or another.
I worked on an indie film that a big scene took place in a restaurant, and it was a nightmare. Like, because there were enough of them, like they couldn't. The blocking was a nightmare, and like that's like the easiest thing to do. It's like sit them single file. It just makes shooting it so much easier.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you, Bex. I'm laughing at Sletchy. Sletchy, go to your room.
Right, exactly. You go stand in the corner for the next 30 seconds. Think about what you did.
I like you, Slushy.
Oh my lord!
Oh
my lord!
Put an asterisk next to that consenting.
Wow, I am very uncomfortable right now. By the way, so Phyllis says that Rosemary Harris, which I'm assuming is Richard Harris's wife, is Jennifer Eel's mother.
Dumbledore's wife?
Oh.
Dumbledore's wife, yeah.
Is she also an actress?
So she's royalty. I don't know if Rosemary Harris is.
Nice.
Phyllis, maybe you can tell us. I miss Simon too. So who misses Simon here?
Everyone.
I miss his outfit.
Simon
He was so fabulous.
By the
also
way,
team worth saving because he was unproblematic.
By the way, as horrifying as that sex scene was, and I have to give a shout out to the costume department about Alys's outfit that she was wearing. Though I will say though she wasn't wearing a chemise under her corset, so that was a bit of a no-no. But other than that, it was a very gorgeous outfit.
She got her drip back.
She did, yeah. She looked amazing.
Because she's been dripless this season.
Yes.
Held captive. She's been wearing some horrible garb.
Oh, you're talking about Allison? No, I was talking about Alys. Sorry, Alys. Alys was wearing a corset, like in that scene, that really gross scene.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wasn't she wearing? I thought she was wearing a chemise, like a.
She had a robe on, and then she had a corset, but there was no chemise.
But there were straps. No, I thought it was like a sleeveless chemise that she had underneath.
I'll send you a picture later, unless I can find one.
Yeah, maybe I just didn't look.
Here, let me find a picture.
I was too busy being grossed out to really pay attention to what she was
wearing. I had a picture. I had a picture of it.
I think I was laughing.
I'll try not to vomit.
I was like, of course he will be doing about this.
To them hurrying up to finish the scene.
So, I have like closed captions on when I watch Game of Thrones, and it was like Alicent moaning. I'm like,
oh, that is the worst.
Sentences
that I never needed to see in my life, ever.
I do have a question. Do you think if it's to save Helena or save herself that she would be forced to sleep with Aemon? Do you think she would do it?
No.
Maybe to save Helena. Maybe to save Helena.
That's super twisted. To sleep with your son.
Well, but she's got super twisted children.
And she's got a super twisted upbringing.
Hightower. She's not a twisted Targaryen.
But her
she's been amongst enough Targaryens.
And Aemon is a total sociopath. Like
absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like as soon as it like kind of like got like hot and heavy, I was like, oh yeah, that's not her. Like,
yeah, no.
The first like a little bit, I was like, oh no, don't do that.
Yes, maybe.
Yeah. And then once she started like going for the trousers, I'm like, nope.
No, it wasn't that pause. It wasn't that pause right before they started making out. I was like, this is a dream. This has to be like some kind of weird witchy dream. It had Hall be doing some shit on this man right now.
Oh, so here's the outfit I was talking about.
Okay. I mean, she looks fabulous though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's wearing so she's wearing stays here. And then but I love.
But yeah, no, she does. She does need. The poor woman just does need a chemise. Even if it's a local Timmy's, you just have the titties out. Just just
but she's
pick it
got
over.
she's got a killer body. So I mean, I don't blame
she
them for
does.
for.
I appreciate that they have an owl like connected with her.
Totally,
Because,
and she's
the owl is sacred to Athena, who was like
that's her bird.
Like, but she's also like isn't she a falconer? Or was she owling in season 2? Was she owling or was she falconing?
It was an owl.
It was an owl.
I think she was with an owl. Yeah,
it was an owl.
It's very witchy.
I'm far an owl, I think.
What do you call it what do you call it when you're owling? Is it owling? Did we figure that out? Is this falconing?
I mean, it's still part of falconry.
Falconry, okay.
But I mean, but I don't think people don't do with owls like they do with falcons.
Sure.
Yeah.
I want an owl as a pet. They're adorable.
I know.
Daryl, yeah, I'm sure. Well, I mean, so you're saying that you would, yeah. I think what a lot of people were discussing is whether was it consensual and was it SA? And I think it's very gray. Like it's hard, like you know what I mean?
It's dub-con at best. It's dubious consent at best.
It's dubious consent.
Yeah,
He pushed her off.
I'll give you that.
He pushed her off. And then, but that's why I rewatched the scene because I wanted to see what her reaction was, and she was like, "What did you see?" Like she seemed genuinely surprised because he was brought out when she said, "I want to have your prince" or something like that. Or,
I will have your child.
Yeah.
To me, that made me think that she was surprised that he could so easily slip out of, pun not intended, out of the fever. Sphinx, you have known me for nearly a decade. Me being nasty is nothing
new. Bad, AK, bad.
Went right out.
I'll take that. Yeah.
Eamon. Oh, sorry.
Alys looks like Morticia. She does.
Yeah, totally. She's kind of witchy. Daryl, are you talking about how he should have listened to her because Allison was going to do him harm? Is that what you meant?
She sent him outside to go cut wood.
Yep.
Like that was almost the equivalent of Tywin sending Joffrey to bed in the middle of the day.
I think she just tried to separate him from Allison so she could talk to him privately.
That too.
Yeah, no, that was pretty much why.
Slushy is asking if owls are associated with Twilight. You mean the movies Twilight? Or the books?
If you're talking about the
like,
books
or the time of day.
Well, yeah, they're nocturnal animals, aren't they?
Yes,
they are. I mean, like
I've seen some in the day though.
yeah.
I've seen some in the daytime, but mostly they're active more at night.
Yeah, they hunt at night.
They've got very good vision.
They also like the way like they're like
John is so funny.
They're silent when they fly.
Well, yeah, it's like when you start having sex with one person and it turns into another, you might be like, wait a second, that's not what I signed up for.
It's like the wrong thing.
It's the wrong thing.
It's the wrong way around. It's
exactly.
I thought you were my mom.
It was funny. I have to say, one time I had
Are you my mommy?
I went on a date with this guy.
High five to you, Tati. I caught that reference.
And then we went out for dinner. So we go out for dinner and then we go back to my place. And I think we were messing around. And I got a phone call from this other guy that I was really into. And I dropped him like a hot potato.
Oh, girl. That's mean.
You gotta go. Sorry. Yeah. Isn't that awful?
Wow.
It was like a first date. It wasn't like anything.
Wow. Your Canadian politeness failed you that day.
It's a show.
Sorry.
I said sorry. I said sorry. You're gonna have to go.
Did you mean it though?
I got. What is it like when you can't be with the one you love the one you're with? It was a little bit of that happening. So when I got the other call, I'm like, sorry.
When you wanted called.
Heidi said, "Yeah, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and head out now." Okay, this better.
Well, it was my house. So I had to kick him out.
I just gonna slip on out. Thank you.
We just had a reservation come in, so we're gonna need that
for
space.
Sure.
Need you just
sorry, haymaker. I know. I probably.
Funny enough, when I was doing, my cat has My cat's really sick right now, but
Aw. Oh yeah, you were saying you have to give her medicine, right?
Yeah, I was giving her eardrops, and
Oh,
you
poor
guys were
baby.
saying something, and I was like, "Oh God!" There was one time, like a few years ago, I was online dating, and like the guy's pictures like looked fine, but when I met him in person, I was like, "You look like my brother."
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I was like, "You look like my brother."
I had a date like that once too. I had a date like that once too.
And he was like, and I showed him a picture, and he's like, "Oh, we kind of do look like." I was like, "But that's not what you." We had a nice time.
Yeah,
you know.
I had that too. I went on a date with a guy, and we were talking about this earlier. There's something that happens to us physiologically. There's a name for it, where we're not attracted to people who look like.
It's called gross.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Bye bye.
That's the only time I need to know.
John, hopefully you weren't disappointed by my story there, but.
John leaving.
No, I was going to say actually in this show, Sterling Point that I was watching, there's a scene where she's like, I thought all Canadians were polite. And she's like, that's not true. And she slams the door on her. So I was like, that's kind of accurate. Canadians, no, I think we are courteous. I think there's a difference between, I think we're courteous and we're pleasant, but I think we also can have, no.
Well, it's like the whole all Midwesterners are nice.
Yeah,
and it's like,
of course.
No,
Absolutely.
they're
Fuck
polite.
not.
Yeah. I have to tell you,
I
when I
know.
used to work in the service industry, the American customers were always the nicest customers. They were way nicer and tipped way better than the Canadian customers. But I mean,
That's
they're
'cause
Canadians.
they were traveling.
Yeah, they were traveling, maybe. But where the Canadians who were the locals, they were like, "Get me my bill," they were like, kind of being bossy and stuff. But the Americans are always like, "Y'all, oh, thank you, y'all. That's so lovely." They were very nice to us.
Okay,
So.
y'all.
Nothing,
crazy.
y'all.
Why you gotta
I don't know if I was
say
saying
like
y'all.
that?
That's my terrible
Y'all say
impression of an
y'all.
American.
I will admit, I say y'all. But,
I
like,
know you guys
that
do
doesn't
sometimes,
I
mean
right?
got
all
Southern,
Americans
like
say
my
y'all.
mama's family's
sure,
from
you betcha.
Kentucky and Tennessee and South Carolina. We say y'all.
Haymaker
Y'all.
said, "Oh, sure, you betcha."
You betcha. Actually, it was funny because I remember I went to Fargo one time, and it was kind of true how their accents are similar to the movie and the show. Betcha.
Sup, y'all?
Sup, y'all? Okay. Anyway, back to the
That's
story.
it.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Where were we?
So
I
think we could leave Harrenhal.
I was gonna say before we leave that I think my favorite part about the whole mess that was Harrenhal was when Aemond was talking about he's going to create a new seat with his queen and his mother, and he holds both of their hands, and you can see I was like, what the fuck is going
Both of
on
them were looking
here?
at him like, what?
Like, the fuck? What is your mind right now, my guy?
And like Alice is like, my plans do not involve your mother.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Alice could say the same exact thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you guys.
Oh, wait! Before we leave Harrenhal,
There is one. Yeah, there's that last bit.
Well,
Stabby,
I mean, there are
stabby
two
action.
bits
The
because
poison?
there's Harwin Reek.
The stabby. Yeah.
Yeah.
Timo Harwin.
Yeah, I
Which,
mean,
and I feel like
Timo Harlan.
Allison.
I love
that guy was good looking. The guy was good looking, but
He
he knew
was.
Harwin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
I
good
mean,
looking.
but I was like, ooh, her sworn shield is like a Harwin Strong lookalike.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Allison wasn't actually the mission. This guy had the mission.
Right.
To get just to get in there and get close and shank him. But
wasn't he a King's Guard?
Aemond, of course,
he's a King's
Guard. He's a King's Guard. Okay.
Yeah, he was or Queen's Guard.
Or Queen's Guard, sorry. Yes.
Yeah. No, he was like her.
He was on
sworn
assignment
shield.
there, and Aemond got him before.
You could get him.
But also, there's a little bit with the show, it's like you keep doing too many sneak attacks with daggers in the neck.
To the face,
switch it
really.
up. Well,
I kind of felt like that scene was like a Walter White scene from Breaking Bad, where he, Walter looks over and it's like, oh, there's I can't remember what the poison is. It's like plant. Oh, maybe ricin. I'll use that. and then we can
well,
it's
like
confirmed.
not like some sort of nightshade.
Yeah, that's what she used, nightshade.
Yeah,
but
she used nightshade.
Walter White in his garden happened to have some ricin, and that's what he ended up using as a poison. And Allison, of course, she's a woman, so that's the stereotype that women always use a poison of some kind, right?
Unless
there's
your
one
name is the Red
to be
Viper.
fair, like, you know, her thinking like kind of like she went initially for the sword and she's like no, and then she went for the dagger, but it's also like, I mean,
what the hell is she gonna do?
Done the dagger if he was asleep, and that's like, even though like she's a terrible mother, that's still her son.
She wouldn't.
It would have been a very violent death.
Yeah, and, like,
that's why I said poison tends to be a female.
Well, but no, I'm not even saying it's because it's violent. It's because like ultimately, it's her son, and she's also like, she's not a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't kill people. Like
she has other people do it for her.
Well,
Exactly.
I thought she took the dagger just because she
That's
could
protection.
have some type of protection as she left.
Was it Lily of the Valley? Is that what it was, everyone? I know
I think it was nightshade.
Nightshade.
Well, nightshade is not like a plant. Like nightshades are like a
Berries.
It's the poison.
Yeah,
isn't it?
No,
Oh, the bush is the
nightshade.
I mean,
it's
in
the plant.
maybe in show or in world but no, nightshades are like specific kinds of plants. Like
I think in this instance, it's
right.
a specific plant.
Yeah,
It's
you
can
doesn't have purple flowers.
let me look at
no. It's like you can tell it's nightshade because of the berries. The berries and the flowers are very specific to nightshade.
Yeah, it says So essence of nightshade is a type of plant in the Game of Thrones universe.
Okay,
It's a medical substance used in small doses as an anti-anxiety formula. I need some of that then, but large doses are fatal.
Yeah,
I
A
do.
single
like
drop
nightshade's
added to a
like-
cup of wine will calm frayed nerves. So it can be medicinal.
Can
but
I
not-
get
yeah,
some?
like
I was gonna say.
in our like tomatoes are nightshades, peppers are nightshades.
Yes, for sure. I know what you're talking about. And I know a lot of people can't eat them. Like some people have like intolerances to them.
Sensitivity.
But anyway, so I'm assuming this is he might have based it on something in real life. I was gonna look that up and see.
Yeah,
It doesn't say here.
probably
anyways, it's
like
some kind of
hemlock or
Women and
yeah.
eunuchs, according to Pycelle, unless you take into account that smart, pretty motherfucker in Dorne. named
Oh
the Red Viper.
yeah.
Oberyn.
Yeah, it says
Yeah.
10 drops, even when diluted in a cup of wine, are fatal. I mean, that's assuming that he drank the full cup of wine, but did he?
And assuming that Allison doesn't know any potions to give him.
He's not
to
a maester. Yeah, she doesn't know what she's doing.
She doesn't know what she's doing.
Honestly, that whole scene.
I think she has a good deal of knowledge. Enough. Now, she didn't study what the maesters know, but she is a witch.
Wait, who?
No, I was talking about
Who's to say
Allison
she doesn't-
mixing up the
No,
nightshade
Allison.
for
Okay.
Aemon.
I thought you were talking about Alys. Okay.
No,
Okay.
Allison
Where-
doesn't know what she's doing. She's just grinding up some herbs and trying to make a tea to try to kill him.
And run
Yeah,
away,
well, that's what I was
run
saying.
away,
Like when
run
Walter
away.
White saw the ricin in his backyard, he was a chemist, so he knew exactly what to do because that's what they used to poison. I think that little boy,
Well,
right?
Walter White was a chemist.
Yeah, it was chemist.
right, exactly,
yes.
yeah.
Allison
Is
is
ricin
not a
something
chemist.
like-
I
Someone's
it comes from a
backyard?
particular flower that he just happened to have in his backyard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think Allison,
it's real.
it's proven that Allison definitely didn't know what she was doing, because had she done it right, he wouldn't have been able to make it to Alys.
Right.
It would have been shut down immediately.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's
So
also
you
like-
need
That's
to
why I think she'll give him
a
some
half
type of
past
again,
precaution.
What was
Yeah.
the point of that whole side quest? You know, she didn't achieve her objective. You know, I mean, like maybe, you know, I'm sure
And
there's
she's not
gonna be
leaving
some, like,
fast enough.
story motivation for Aemon
No.
for the rest of the show, but
Nope.
waste of time.
I feel the same way about Damon spending whole season 2 at Harrenhal. Like, what was that for?
Oh, I mean, You're right, but
I
also
think-
like I really
think there
liked
was some
it.
wisdom
Oh, okay,
to be
Daryl.
gained there.
Okay, it was
Yeah,
it was Lily the
I
Valley.
think like
Okay.
with Damon, it was to show like how fucking creepy Harrenhal is. Like, did they need to do it like?
But did we
stretched
have to
out
do
for
it
so many
again in
episodes?
season 3?
No.
They want to use that broken chair over and over. They had even Krispy Kreme sitting in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
can we just?
By the way, you want to talk about him on a stick?
Oh, I laughed so hard.
I
They should sell
saw
this as
I
lollipops.
laughed.
I saw
so hard.
a great thread where it's like you've heard of Elf on the Shelf.
A
There's
dick
a
on a stick.
pole.
Pole on a pole or dick on a stick.
What is it? What was it called, Bex?
Coal on a pole.
Coal on a pole. Yeah, they should sell them as lollipops
tracks.
and hand them out at fairs.
I'll buy one.
I mean,
So,
again, Tommy.
Wait a minute,
Flanagan's
hold on,
always gonna get my
hold
best
on.
of. But
If,
man, I
don't know if y'all
pissed off.
have a beverage near you or of any kind. Let's go ahead and toast or just send good vibes of energy out for the badass that was Olenna Tyrell.
Bruh, I have
Yes.
the t-shirt.
It
I
was
almost
me,
wore
bitch.
it tonight. It was me. I
I
have
saw
the
that. Actually, I
shirt.
saw that on Instagram. Something
Hold
about
on,
that
let's
recently.
get that. Wait a minute.
Kristen Pole.
Oh, I'm not wearing it right now.
I thought you said you had it on.
No,
right
I have it though. I have the t-shirt. I almost wore it tonight.
Yeah.
Cheers to Alana.
Yeah, one of the baddest gangsters in the whole.
And also,
fucking
you mentioned
Westeros.
Cersei, so now David's
And
gonna
the
talk.
one decent parent in the entirety of the franchise.
Look,
Wait, Olenna?
I mean, to her grandkids at least.
Yeah, I mean, she hated her.
Well,
children.
no,
Yeah,
I think
she
she
was
was. I
not
think she
a-
was
She got
pretty
her
good to
son
her
and- oh,
kids.
She
Mace
always
was just a
talks shit about
dumbass
her son.
because he's a dumbass.
Well, I think he was smarter in the show or in the book.
I think he was smarter in the book,
So,
Yeah, and I think
but
I think he had like a show of being, you know.
but compared to the other mothers, I don't think is there a good mother, like a sincerely good mother in Game of Thrones?
that's a different stream. No, we can't go down that tangent. We'll
Okay.
be here for hours.
Yeah.
I do
So
wonder
we're-
if George might have had mom issues.
Mommy issues.
I don't know about it. Yeah.
I would not be surprised.
considering like he kills half of them off in childbirth.
Mm-hmm. By the
And
way,
make the other one suckish.
That was,
I was going to tell you
was
that I found out
considered-
something. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Sphinx. Sorry.
I was just saying that dying in childbirth was normal at that time. Like
Yeah.
it
Sure.
happened all the time.
I mean, it
Yeah,
still
I was
happens.
just going to tell you
But-
guys that I found it about there's this another tech. Like I knew about a cesarean section I've had too, right? But I didn't know there's another thing that they used to do when a woman would be giving birth, and if the baby got stuck in the birth canal, like it's too late, it's out of the womb, it's stuck
Oh
in the birth
yeah,
canal.
breach.
They
The
would
one is
actually
breach.
they would actually cut the pelvic bone. And apparently they've been using this technique up until 1987. I almost fucking lost it when I
You're
read
a
that.
lie.
God.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
No
like
way.
so apparently it
What?
so the C-section originally was designed to just save the baby. It wasn't designed to save mother and baby, whereas this technique was designed like we need to save the mother and the
Oh,
baby.
that's the shit they did to Emma.
Yeah. Oh, which Emma?
I think that makes a bit more sense now.
Rhaenyra's mom.
Yes.
Rain-
well, they gave her.
Rhaenyra's mom, yeah.
She had a C-section though, right? So that they
Yeah,
they
she
could
had
pull
a
the baby out.
C-section.
But the mother.
Hey,
so
1105.
C-sections have been around since obviously the Roman period, but but women didn't survive them until like quite later. So this other technique apparently has been used since the 1500s. But when I read that shit, I was like, holy fuck. It made me even more like you cannot make people have babies. You cannot make them have babies.
How does that even heal in any?
They would have to. It's kind of like my husband had heart surgery. They'd have to wire it. They would have to wire it back together, the pelvic
yeah,
bone.
it's like breaking your sternum. It's
Yeah,
like breaking your
it's-
pelvis.
So
Oh my
brutal.
God.
Anyway, so when this is why like all the more reason why pro-choice. I should say.
Pro-choice.
Pro-choice.
It's all the more reason why I'm pro-choice because I'm like, you cannot force a woman to have a baby. And then the other thing is today, sorry, I'm going around here about women's plights. Today I went to get blood taken, and I was chatting with the the nurse there, and she was telling me both her and I had babies at 39, and I said I had to have an amniocentesis because like my
your
blood work,
age.
because of my age. And she says, you know, they don't do that anymore. And I'm like, really? She goes, no, it's too dangerous for the baby. And I'm like, well, they were like, you need to have one of these.
But you
And
know
she
what
said-
it is? They
Yeah.
inject a giant needle into your amniotic
Oh,
sac.
I saw it. I was awake when they did it. Yeah.
Okay,
And-
that's enough. That's enough. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
So anyway, so I just want to say that the idea that you would ever make someone have a baby against their will, this is the reason, because women can be butchered and they can be killed from it. So that's my little rant. And I've had some wine, so I'm just saying that. So anyway, I just found that story. I just found that out. I can't remember the name of the technique, but I was like beside myself after I read about that.
So,
Wow.
Lamat,
Sorry to go off on that rant.
the Julius Caesar being born by C-section is like very debatable because his mother actually like lived into like very old age.
So yeah,
This is
she could have had a
something just,
C-section.
like, very recently we were looking this up. It was like a trivia night thing. Come here, honey.
Hold on.
But,
Alice
yeah.
also shares parallels with Old Man, both wet nurses to a house, and no one knowing how old they are or how
Agreed,
long they've
Matt.
been there for. And
Yeah, they were considered witches.
associated with the devil in medieval times. Yet whenever there was a damn childbirth, they called
Yes.
fucking times.
Dude, put the last one back up, Heidi.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lamat. We really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
We love you, Lamat.
By the way, in Canada, this is another reason why I feel so privileged to live in this country, is that we have complete access. Women have complete access to all forms of
I mean, we
reproductive
do too
health.
for now.
You
I
do for now.
guess.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
our new attorney general is definitely, well, he's not confirmed yet. Not only is he like saying fuck you to all the Epstein survivors, he's definitely in a full push to eliminate legal abortion across the board permanently.
Yeah.
Stop.
I have
Stop,
thoughts on that,
stop.
but that again
Sorry.
has to be a different stream.
Sorry, that was my fault. I took it down this terrible path.
No.
Yeah.
I was gonna. Okay, Amy has been talking about the Laris and Alys, and I'm willing to talk about it now. Laugh out loud. So, are you talking about the footsie stuff? Where you?
What the only parchment toe picks? Is that what we're back on? But also, Allison, in your getaway, I don't understand why she didn't know what it means to run. Because you did the deed and you ran outside, but then you just stood there and leaned against the door. Bitch, get your ass down the fucking King's Road.
That was funny dramatic shot of her just like gasp. I just killed my son.
Get the fuck out of
And now I
Dodge.
leave.
Well,
Because
and
if you don't leave the
honestly-
vicinity quickly, Alice is gonna get you.
well,
Honestly, the whole scene of Eamon stumbling towards Alice was so funny to me.
it was funny.
It was. It was.
It
really
was
good.
hilarious. I was like,
I told you so.
What
even
the fuck?
before she called him an idiot, I was just like,
Because she's gonna
That was
fix
her
him
way of
right
saying,
up.
I told
It's
you.
Crazy.
Yeah. She's gonna fix him right up. Because she knows what happened. Although,
idiot.
you know, Allison, like, they definitely have to have. I mean, she rode out of King's Landing with more than one person.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
I
You
was
know,
also
she's got-
wondering that too. What happened to the carriage and the other folks that was with her?
They stayed away so they can make a getaway.
Well, see, she needs to be getting to the away part
Well,
of that.
hey, you know what? We need the shot.
They
Did
don't
we?
tell us shit.
We need the shot.
They don't tell us anything. They're like Thailand. How the hell did Thailand survive? Like they don't tell us shit.
The same way.
Sea
Disney survived
turtles!
with dragon armor. Mhm.
Yeah.
So-
By the way, oh, sorry, there was somebody's comment here I wanted to show. Oh, someone was saying how Clubfoot is like the devil or something.
Hmm?
Where is it? I lost it.
And Hoarder having gifts epilepsy was also tied to the oh, okay, so I'm behind.
The devil.
Oh, it was also
Oh,
associated
if
with
they
the devil.
start talking about epilepsy,
Oh yeah. Oh,
Well, I was
a
going to
lot
say because
of-
Oedipus had a club
yeah.
foot, and then that's why they left him on the side of a mountain. Because
Does the
even though
devil
it's not even that
exist
bad.
in the Game of Thrones
Well,
universe?
that and
Is
a
there a
prophecy
devil?
by the Oracle of Delphi
Mm.
said that he would kill his dad and marry his mom.
I mean, it's kind of, it's so much like, so many Kirsty Angel just brought up like, and being left-handed, like there's so many superstitions. Like my aunt's husband like was born left-handed, and he was born in like the 40s, and they forced him to be like right.
Yeah, same with my dad.
It's
I'm
just
showing this
stupid
to you.
superstition.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Boy Sphinx, like, bruh, I appreciate that compliment, man. Thank you very
I
much.
love him so much.
And
He's such a good
if you
boy.
would please go to mine and Heidi's channel. I don't know which one you're watching on right now, but click subscribe, bro.
What a sweetheart.
He works so hard. He probably has to go to work early in the morning or late tonight. He's a hard worker.
Thanks for coming, Reg.
I think any kind of like, like for instance in Africa, having any kind of hair lip or a split lip,
a
Like
cleft
palate.
Yeah. It's well documented in history. There are a lot of tribes that got hit especially hard.
Or being albino is considered, like there's a lot of different like
conditions that were considered evil.
Yeah.
Evil.
So it's throughout time, you're othered, you're ostracized, you're outed. Like apparently the cleft palate is a very simple surgery. It's not even that complicated.
Hey,
welcome on, Bertrand.
There is not a devil in the faith of the seven.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Technically,
but there's seven hells.
They kind of give because there's seven hells also.
Yeah.
So they kind of attribute that, I think, like the stranger is like the
the stranger is just death.
The stranger is the bringer of death.
Yeah,
not necessarily hell.
Doesn't he also collect the souls and like is in charge of that part of the afterlife?
Well, Amy, we were trying to figure this out because he got tossed off the boat. So maybe he did, but we never really got a full explanation. There's been a couple of situations
the full explanation is like he's just got.
I don't think we're getting it.
Like
plot.
He's too important in the rest of the story to kill him off.
Well, I have to say, who knew he was going to rise up through the ranks as well as he did? But we'll wait till we get to that scene.
Wait, who did?
Thailand.
Thailand. He's in a good position now.
We can talk about Thailand's scenes.
Do you want? Okay, well, actually,
we gotta get back on track. We done ventured off into.
There's a few. Okay, there's a few other scenes I wanted to get to first before we get to that last scene. Okay. Is Mysaria meeting Sylvie in the throne room? Mysaria! Oh my lord, that girl.
I will say I love that Fid this episode. She looks beautiful.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
No, I don't give a fuck what she looked like. You dumb.
I don't care. Yeah, she's
literally just fucking leave. Okay, you had a little bit of clout in like the first season we saw you when you was moving smart, but now all of a sudden you want some bullshit. And Lady Sylvie was absolutely right. Okay, you have changed because all of a sudden to be in one of the best strategists and not being in the place where people thought you was going to be to assassinate you and having like literally the greatest whisper net going on at that time, you came to be this fuck shit type of person. And now I can't fucking stand you, bitch. You forget yourself, Lord Vayman. You forget yourself, bitch. What the fuck is wrong with you?
So, but also, and this, if I had been on last week, I would have had the same conversation. Like, what is Missandria doing?
What the fuck you here for?
Not a damn
thing.
Like
not a damn thing. Like now you can get into like her and Damon but she should have like the finger on the pulse of like, all the shit that was going on.
Why has she not found these motherfuckers
because she's not looking yet for them.
She doesn't know anything. She's useless.
She's not doing her fucking job.
Yeah, but I have to say she has a snake on her belt, but that doesn't mean anything because
she's the white worm.
the worm.
Well,
It's
no,
not
I
anything
think
because
they're
she's not
just
living up-
saying that. I think they're just saying that the design looks
Yeah,
really
What's
good.
pretty?
Oh no,
That's
I
it.
agree with you. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't live up to her character. She's
But
not
no,
worthy of
but
it.
no.
like her name is the White Worm.
No,
The
but
white
she's
worm.
not acting like the white worm. She's
Well,
No,
no, I get okay. You're
Yeah.
exactly.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying
exactly.
is her character in the book, it's not being represented. I mean, I don't remember because I read the book so long ago, but her character is such weak sauce for me. And it kind of reminds me of Tyrion, like in the later episodes of Game of Thrones. Like he just every
Yeah, we
decision
got
he
it.
made was kind of dumb.
All
Even
three,
the actor
all
was
smart,
saying
it.
three, all smart
Everybody
characters
has
in the
to have that story
later
that
seasons
Bran
of Game of
fucking
Thrones
broken.
became dumb.
Even Peter
No,
Dinklage
we do
was
not
like,
speak of it. We do not speak of it.
okay, sorry, we won't. Okay, but anyway, her choices, her motivations to me are all moronic.
And then
And that
she
whole-
resorts to the number one thing she knows how to do, which is sex.
Which is I mean, look for real though. I feel like Sylvie, properly brought her back to, did the factory reset. Bitch, you a hoe.
Sylvia
Okay.
was
Exactly.
great.
A hoe is a
Sylvia was
hoe
great.
is a
Well,
fucking hoe. They never
they-
gonna see you as nothing. Like the least you could do is be a useful hoe. And right now, bitch, you useless.
yeah.
So what could she do? Because she felt the little bit of power slipping is literally just go in there and cater to all of Rhaenyra's insecurities.
Go
and
back
put the
to
Yeah,
hoe
well,
tendencies.
and
right in her
I
fucking
think that's
face.
all she's gonna continue doing. Like all
Agreed.
she's gonna do is like sow doubt into
until Damon get back there and
Well,
catch the tea, and he's probably gonna just
No,
either
I
slice
think-
her throat
I
or
think-
feed her to Caraxes. One of the two.
Yeah, no, that's true, Amy. Yeah, I agree with you. Like at least Tyrion did begin as a strong character. She's never really been strong.
I mean, she had the potential.
She had the potential.
I know
to
she.
be.
I'll disagree on that. Yeah, because she was moving pretty damn good.
I mean,
she had, during the
that
first part of this.
outside, like flea bottom network.
Oh, hey, Scarif.
Scarif, what's
you
going
know,
on, kid?
But she also had like that horrible accent
Oh
where
god.
it was like so
The
hard. to
ever-changing,
Ah,
ridiculous
see.
accent.
I don't know. Like she's
It reminds me of there was this movie I saw years ago with Bruce Willis, and I think it was one of the I can't remember the actress's name, but she was putting on like a really bad French Canadian accent. That's what it sounds like. It's like somebody putting on a bad French Canadian accent.
yeah.
I don't know what it's
I
supposed
was
to be.
feeling like this season it sounds more French. than
Yeah,
did
like
the
it sounds
first time.
French, but that's
Yeah.
what I was saying. It's like a bad French Canadian, like
If I was the director,
it
I would like, bitch, just talk the way you sound. Just use your regular voice.
She's
We're
got a
not doing
beautiful
this.
voice. Like I've seen her in other movies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just use your regular voice.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of like I know Mike Myers in Shrek, like he did it originally straight and then he came back and said, I'd like to do it with a Scottish accent, but it worked, right? Like I think it was pretty good. But in this case, I don't know. She's like, can I try something? I'm going to try something. And then they should have been like, okay, no, bitch. Like,
Nah.
just do your regular voice.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
I-
suggestion. Rejected.
Rejected. It was funny last night.
it's always been poop emoji.
poopy.
It has.
Yeah.
It has.
Last night I remembered something from old school and I was like, my husband said something and I said, you're the weakest link. Goodbye. Do you guys remember?
That takes me back.
You're the weakest link. Goodbye.
Oh, memory.
That lady was terrifying.
She was so
She
scary.
was hilarious.
Yes, I said that. So that's how I
She
feel
was the
about my
best part
Saria.
of that show.
Goodbye.
Yeah. I mean, the misandria stuff is just so like it's infuriating. And like where it only comes down to like she's like jockeying for position over Damon.
Bruh, when Rhaenyra is trying to calm herself and properly think of ways to move forward, this bitch is over here still talking about the small folk, blah blah blah, and then you put hands on my queen, and the second Rhaenyra turned around, looked at her like, bitch, she had to catch herself. But also that Kingsguard, bruh, why the fuck was her arm still attached to her body? Because if you was doing your job the way you was supposed to be doing your job,
No, she's too
I'm
high.
pulling the
up
blade
to, like,
on that.
do an
At the very
automatic.
least, I'm gonna teach her a lesson.
She's
But
too
the
high
one-
up.
The one scene that kind of reminds
Is
me
she
of high
too high
school when she's like, when Rhaenyra says
she's
to
like on
Mysaria,
like the small council. Like I
But
hear
you
what
still
you're
the
saying,
council
but
put
that's,
your hands on the queen like
unrealistic,
that.
Like,
the one scene that
Yeah.
that reminded me of high school was when Rhaenyra says to Mysaria, "Oh, did you know that about Helena? Like, did you know? Oh no, I didn't know anything about that." She just, she's
yeah,
like,
I don't think she was lying there. I don't think she knew either.
oh, she totally knew.
Oh, she
Come on.
definitely did. We saw a
Helena
scene
was
between
pregnant.
her.
like, yeah,
There's like a whole scene between her and Allison where when she says, "Oh,
and
so
then
Helena is
Allison,
pregnant."
like drank the moon tea to like try to hide, and then they had a whole other conversation saying like,
Because remember
Allison,
that
like, pleaded
remember
with her
that scene
not
between Rhaenyra and Mysaria was after Mysaria caught them trying to escape, and she says, "Oh, so it's Helena who was pregnant," and she has like woman to woman, we've been used, we moved that. She was trying to like relate to her so that she wouldn't tell Rhaenyra. So yeah, no, she
Oh, and that was
absolutely
awful
knew.
too.
Yeah.
That was
and
Allison again,
the
manipulating.
pregnancy isn't what I was talking about. I'm saying she
Oh,
didn't
okay.
know about the dreamer shit.
No.
No,
Yeah,
that's
but
not what I was
that
referencing.
wasn't what was at. Like, when Rhaenyra
They're doing a
like,
walk and
found
talk.
Then
out
Rhaenyra
that
asked, "Did you know Helena was pregnant?"
Yeah, it had nothing to do with
Yeah. Okay,
her being a
that
dreamer.
part she absolutely did know, and she didn't say shit.
Yeah.
She lied.
And then she
Yeah.
lied.
Yeah, she lied.
Where
Huh?
she was like, she's bitching about like, Damon trying to. Oh my god, we have so many scenes to talk about. When she's like, Damon deceived you, but it's also like, well, Damon deceived me to like protect his daughter.
Yeah, what's your excuse?
Yeah. That
What's
was
your
actually,
excuse?
Exactly.
He actually had, and the fact that Rhaena is still alive again should tell everyone the type of person that Rhaenyra actually is. She's not gonna just kill her own family.
Well, I think actually that was a really good scene because at the beginning when she was grabbing Helena's wrist and being very, very violent or aggressive with her, it didn't win any points with me. But then when she said, of course, like, and she put Rhaena on, or sorry, is it Rhaena on her dragon?
Yeah.
And then took her back
Rhaena.
and had her bathed, and she didn't want to talk to her though.
Oh
She
yeah,
don't have
when
anything
they
to
came
do with
back,
her.
it's like take her away.
I
don't
don't begrudge her that. Like, no, like you have to. Eventually, I'm gonna have a conversation with you.
Yeah, she gave her some
But
comfort.
no, you can't go nowhere.
Some people were complaining actually and I did think this is interesting. She didn't even want to look in on her dragon to check in with her dragon after her dragon had been injured. She just kind of stormed off. But maybe, I mean, she probably had a lot of different things going through her mind.
She just found out that the person responsible for her son's death, or at least partially responsible for her son's death, was her stepdaughter / niece.
Yeah.
Who's
That
And then she had this fake
closest
skull
to-
in her bedroom.
/ cousin.
And Cyrax, and I think Cyrax is not going to have any
Stepdaughter.
beef for her on that either, because obviously their connection, Cyrax understands.
And I think she'd leave it to the dragon tamers to.
And the
take
dragon
care
tamers
of
know
the
best how
dragon.
to deal with the dragon.
Yeah.
Well,
They-
but
you know,
it
Cyrax is
is
getting patched
an
up right now.
It is a very interesting juxtaposition with, like, how Aegon
You're so smart.
is with Sunfire. Even like that one
Yeah.
scene. Now, and I know we're not there yet
That's okay.
to talk about Aegon, but like when Aegon found Sunfire, like a few episodes ago, like that was touching. Seeing him like being so, and it's like the most human we'll ever see Aegon.
Yeah.
By the way,
that was when we came up with the question of can dragons put themselves into what would it be called?
stasis?
You called it stasis.
Like coma?
I called it more of a hibernation.
Hibernation. Sure.
It's I think maybe a bit of a combination of both.
Yeah.
Because
Well, and
he needed to go to sleep to let his body do what it needed to do.
Yeah, I mean, like,
And that's it.
so much of the time when we're sick, like the best thing to do is to like rest.
It's to rest.
Yeah. Lay down, take a nap.
Yeah, and sometimes even with humans, they'll put them into an induced coma.
And also, I do, and I can't answer the question if anyone in the chat knows it, but like Rook's Rest in the timeline of the show wasn't really that long ago.
No, it wasn't.
Like, we're not talking about years.
Melis's body is still there, decomposing right
Brumation.
now.
Is that what it's called, Amy?
Brumation,
is that what that's called
that?
when you go into a stasis? Brumation?
Is that like specific? Is that
bromation,
specific, like to
I
a
feel
dragon,
like
or is that an
that's a
actual?
made-up
Bromation.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like, is that
Bromation-
an actual term?
Yes, it is. It's a
By the way, I
period
have to just say, our chat, we have the smartest chat ever.
we do. It's a
So-
period of
100%.
dormancy in cold-blooded animals like reptiles and amphibians,
Ah!
similar to
That's it.
mammals in hibernation.
That is so cool.
That's
That
awesome.
makes
That's
sense.
awesome.
And then is it a
Right.
time?
And I've been
Thank you,
saying that from the
Amy.
beginning.
Is that like
I've
a
been saying
and
that.
Big
Okay,
brain
you know-
point.
are they able to heal for during that time? Then I guess they're able to heal.
Well,
I know 'cause humans
but-
heal.
I mean,
What's
if you're a
doing-
magical dragon, then you probably could.
Yeah.
No, well, I think to do it properly, they have to put themselves under. So, like an induced coma, like they can self-induce, and then let their body just do what it does. It takes time,
This is crazy because we've never heard of this in the books or the shows.
Mhm.
right?
that
And this is one
dragons
thing I
do
can
this.
say. I think that's a cool tidbit to put in. I like that, and I think it fits with dragon lore because, like, being a dragon rider is not the same as being a warg or a skin changer. There's a different, much deeper connection with the dragons and their riders. So yeah, I love that. I
You
think
feel like it's a deeper connection?
I
as
think it
opposed
is.
to wargs.
because they're okay. Well,
wargs take
Dragon-
over the animal.
yeah,
You know,
they basically take over the animal. A
thanks,
dragon
Amy.
and their dragon rider, they are moving in sync with each other all the time,
Yeah,
Oh.
that's true.
and they communicate telepathically. You know, so if you want your direwolf to do something, you have to jump into its brain to do that, or have some type of verbal command to get him to do that.
That's
A
okay,
dragon
Amy.
doesn't need to do
But
that.
I
Amy, we
also- I
appreciate
do
you
think, like,
sharing.
well, Amy, you brought it to our attention.
Right? Yeah, you brought it up. We didn't know that term until just now.
Yeah, we
So
appreciate
thank you.
it.
That's why we heart you.
By the way, I just wanted to say,
You gonna take these flowers, ma'am? Stop complaining.
take them.
Take it. Take it.
Take
the
it.
flowers. I was gonna say, actually, I saw another YouTuber, and I don't know if this is true, but so there's a scene where Aegon is holding one of the scales. Remember, we were saying, like, I think,
Yeah. Oh, and he
used it to stab.
in the
Okay,
fuck-
but also
In the
it was
neck.
sort of changing color. Someone was saying something about the color changing was an indication that Sunfire was still alive. Like, I don't know if maybe somebody in the chat can tell me if when they go into this particular stasis, do their scales change color while they're in this healing mode? I'm just curious. Maybe someone in the chat can tell me.
Yeah, I mean, was,
They were turning to
but
kind of
was
a
it
blue.
also like because like Sunflat? It maybe it was like kind of a lighting thing as well, because like.
It was only
I
on the edge,
imagine
right? It
Sunfire
was,
being like kind of like a very. I mean, I imagine all the dragons being like somewhat iridescent.
yeah,
So
and it's kind of
you
like
know-
it's kind of like that one. There's that one beetle that looks green, but really it's
Yeah.
not green. It's just
Yeah.
the way the light hits
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So I do wonder
That's
if that's
kinda
just the
what
way
I
it is
thought it
with the dragon
was.
scales.
Like,
That
I don't-
the way the light hits it.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I mean, maybe
Could be.
somebody designing the dragons and like once they got to like, doing the scales, they're like, ooh, like.
Yeah, because if
It
you
might
look at
be-
him holding the scale, it's just around the edge, which I guess would be like because they're kind of like layered, right? Reticulated kind of. But I just thought that was an interesting thought, like to show, hey, like Sunfire is actually not dead. And also, but I think we kind of got a sense of that from the fact that we've seen other dragons who, what is Rhaena's, not Rhaena.
Rhaenyra, Hyrax,
Cyrax,
The one, Auntie Nisi's dragon, who was
Melis.
Melis, yes. So Melis, we saw Melis was decomposing, right? But we didn't see that with Sunfire. Although it looked like actually his neck was
the
kinda-
scorch marks we could still see.
For
There
sure.
was no actual decomposition.
And also, like, I think, like, even just like within the story of the actual television show that we're watching, like, to downplay like Sunfire's colors, because for those who hadn't read the books, like, we want everyone.
He's the most beautiful
Sunfire is
dragon
dead.
ever.
Yeah,
and
he's
rotting.
shiny. He's shiny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
He
glorious.
is the bling.
Yeah, but when that first time, like when Aegon found him a few episodes ago, it's like you didn't necessarily like want to give that away. That it's like, oh no, he's although like Aegon's like he's alive.
Oh, that's interesting, Amy. Amy says apparently scales can look duller during brumation.
Amy,
Interesting.
Amy is like a plethora of info.
And I love that, and
More
that's
flowers.
why, like, because since we're on like this, we might as well just throw all the elements in for Smeagol and Smeefire, I guess is what I'm gonna have to call him now. But right when they were about to go off, actually wait, let's backtrack a little bit first. Tylan, I understand what you're trying to do, bruh, but you literally need to be seeing the full picture like Laris is, and he knows that he can't be here, stay for a fight. He's not going to be able to help anybody, so he's going to exit stage left. And I feel like that's the right thing to do. I mean, you say what you want about him, he knows he's going to be useless in a fight, and a fight is coming. A whole village of people just came and told you, yo, they marching, they on the way. We thought we were safe there, but no, we're running. If you trying to go there, turn around.
even though like I'm not Team Green, like at all, and even though like that scene with Aegon and Sunfire was awesome, the North remembers who Aegon really is. He's a horrible, terrible, bad man, rapist, whatever. And he's not gonna turn elite. Like,
he's not a good man.
but there's
He's still
something
a
about
scared little boy.
Tylan, he's like, you know what? I've made it this far. I found the king who, for better or worse, I was serving. He wants to go down. I'm gonna go down with him.
He could have just went home.
But I mean, they were after him as well. I mean, if anything, like they didn't think Aegon was alive. They were looking for him.
They've been looking for Tylan because of the gold.
Yeah. And like, so there's
and in the book it does end
like,
quite differently. In the book it's very different.
That's what I'm saying. How many people
I mean, like,
actually know what Tylan looks like, though?
He recognized
He's
him
wearing
off
his
the
beauty of
ground.
this world.
He's wearing
You
his
could
be
in a
Is
world
that
where like
you?
they know who Tylan Lannister looks like, but not
Aegon
Alicent, the
Targaryen.
queen, like the
I mean,
Dowager
that's
Queen.
what I'm saying. He very easily could have went back home, because a lot of the folks that are going to could have the highest bounty on you if in the realm.
But
If the small folk, the people that are actually going to have boots on the ground looking for you, if they don't really know what you look like, they might maybe have a drawing on a parchment. He could still get away.
It's not small folk. Like the guy who like came and like he was the leader of the mutant army, and actually Tylan is probably the most, probably went to more castles, and like they're from Maidenpool. That was a port city.
Which is why he should have just left.
Well, but it's also like,
and got the
they're
fuck
on
out of
foot.
Dodge and went
They're
home.
on foot.
He could have avoided them.
Yeah, I think you're like splitting hairs, like to a certain degree. Like it's like,
no,
it's the show. Like, what are they gonna do?
Well,
and like him showing up, like him being loyal. Tylan is one of the few people on Team Green I like. So
yeah, I was gonna say, because in the book he actually gets captured when Rhaenyra takes King's Landing.
But that's he wasn't.
So this whole story arc is completely different. And
again, it was like the whole like, oh, is he dead? Is he not dead? But it's also like,
And what's Tylan's
he survived
name?
longer than anybody.
What's his brother's name again?
Basin?
Tylen's
Jason,
brother,
yeah.
his
Isn't
twin.
Jason dead already?
Jason, yeah. So Jason, I think what I think that they did do a really good job of establishing at the very beginning is that Jason's a dick, and Tylen's actually not a bad character. Like,
No, he's not.
he
He's
might
just
be.
dull.
Yeah, he's just kind of dull and a bit boring. Like, it's funny because someone had went back to the scene where he's at the small council and Aegon's teasing him because he's like, "Oh, you can't handle the king's son." What's the quote? I can't remember. Like, so is it Jaharis is there and
Yeah,
take
the
your kid to
piggyback ride and
taking your kid to school to work day. And then Tylen gets stuck with him and he gets all flustered and everything. And Aegon teases him like, "Oh, you can't handle that." So I think Tylen's had quite the arc, I think.
Honestly, I think the thing that I like about Tylen is that they make him out to be like this doddering fool. Like, oh, he just not probably sycophantic, but like this stupid yes man that one can easily forget that he's actually competent at his job.
Yeah.
It's like the biggest blow.
He's incompetent.
But he's often like the butt of the joke or like made to be the clown against his will. That one can forget. Oh, it was his idea to hide the kingdom's money from Rhaenyra, so that she get fucked over in various ways. And it's like you wouldn't think that the biggest blow that Rhaenyra has had didn't come from like dragons or battles or soldiers. It came from an accountant.
By the way, the actor who plays Tylen apparently was also in was Hugh the Vale in Game of Thrones. So now people are asking that he be in the Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
That got killed. Yeah.
Wait, they're asking what?
That he also be in a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms in the next season.
Well,
they want him cast. It would be so fun, right?
But it'd also be hilarious, like, if Hugh of the Vale is actually a descendant of Lohar, like one of Lohar's wives.
Yeah,
that
that'd
like
be so
Tywin,
fun.
like impregnated.
Yeah, because is that the idea that he got
that was all nine of the wives.
There are quite a few Lannister bastards that ranch houses over there.
Anyway, it's interesting because I kind of wonder, like in the writer's room, if they have a scale and they're like, we've got to put, we want to keep things balanced. So we got to put something on the black scale. We got to put some stuff on the green scale. It feels like they're trying to do a little bit of that balance because obviously they are. But for me, what it is, it's not so much that I'm rooting for the greens. I'm not. But what it is that they have some, like Aegon, as much as he's a horrible, despicable human, he is a fascinating character. He's really interesting, and they're doing and obviously Tom is a wonderful actor. So I think he's doing a great job.
Yeah.
I did watch the behind the scenes on this episode, and he told the director that he only had 8 takes in him because he has to put a lot into it. Right. And he was, would lose his voice and everything. So he put everything into it. I think he did an amazing job.
I mean, that shot.
Oh yeah, he's definitely doing a good job.
Like when he's like having his maniacal laughter and like Sunfire.
Look, you mean his Voldemort laugh?
Yeah.
Yes.
See, and then Sunfire comes up, and like Sunfire's scars mirror like Aegon's scars.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what would have helped a little bit? It wouldn't have saved everyone, but it would have saved, I think, at least 5 or 6 different people. Is if someone of the melanated persuasion was there, because everybody supposedly was watching behind Smeagol and seeing Sunfire approach, and you motherfuckers didn't run. Like,
well, you don't know. Like, it was very much fight, flight, or freeze.
If one of us was there, we would have ran. And you motherfuckers should know, if we're running, you should probably run too.
They were running though, like.
Were they?
After Jacaris.
I didn't see any of them leave or try to run until
they were just backing up. And he thought they were, because he thought they were backing up because of him.
They're all backing up. They're
backing up, but nobody was leaving.
Also, like there's
But
a
no,
little bit
they
like
ran
they
away.
but they also believe, like, you know, all of a sudden, like, this dude just like, I'm Aegon the Second, and it's like, and then
First, they're laughing at him.
like
right? They're
everyone
kinda like-
thinks he's dead. Everyone thinks Sunfire is dead,
Mhm.
but again,
But they
like,
all started feeling the ground vibrate, and they
Mhm.
saw the trees moving.
But in that dark, maybe not.
They all
Aegon-
started
yeah,
moving
'cause Aegon
away,
thought it-
like,
though.
when-
like
like-
they were
Yeah.
retreating.
Yeah, well, they were.
I
like,
didn't
they
see
were
anybody. They were
confused.
backing up, but I didn't see anybody full outright turning around and
But also,
running
like,
until
know-
Sunfire came out the woods.
but even if you started
That was
running
dumb.
30 seconds earlier, like, I don't think you could have outrun like Dragonfire.
If you would have zigged and zagged, I think you could have.
And the zigzag is crazy.
Yeah, but like
Look,
Dragon's
it was one shot across the crowd.
I mean, but it
There
went,
is still a blast radius that a couple of them could have
Oh, well,
cleared
the
if they would have
bat,
started
like,
running
you know,
fast.
Yeah, you gotta
enough.
go the
back.
other way. You gotta go sideways.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Kirsty says something, and I appreciate what she said. She said Thailand parallels Jamie as well, with him evolving, growing into a better person, as well as being mutilated and serving as a loyal hand to Rhaenyra's son.
What mutilation did
oh,
Thailand suffer?
Island was mutilated.
I think.
Oh, he will be.
In the books, he was. In the books, he was.
It's coming
we haven't
later.
seen that on screen, so I don't think. we'll
No,
put
I don't
that
know if it's going to
comparison in
happen,
right
but
here.
yeah, and by this point in the books, he would have been. Yeah, he was tortured and mutilated. I was going to say
that still could happen.
it could still happen.
Although I guess there's a big contention
Right,
about
exactly, Amy.
how
That
where
part.
they're gonna end the story. Because you know, it seems like, but I'm not gonna say too much, even though. Yeah,
By
there
the
were
way-
two. I mean, yeah, it's like all of a sudden, like this.
Yeah, but had
They were
It
like-
been like Jurassic
with
Park.
Alan, if Alan or Adam would have been there, they would have ran.
Yeah, like a Jurassic Park moment where
Just
the
saying.
water's like, moving in the glass. You're like, oh, I was going to say one thing. I know that Bex, you said you didn't watch the behind the scenes, but I watched the behind the scenes. There's two things I want to comment on. One is there's these Blue Man people that do the dragons, which is really cool.
I watched the.
Did you watch that? Oh,
No, I watched the House of the Dragons.
oh yeah. So
film,
you saw the Blue Man, like
but
the Blue
I
Man
don't
group
watch,
doing the
like,
dragons.
the shit with like the writers and
Oh
that.
yeah. I'm there with you. So I just want to point out that they have these people who are dressed in these, because blue screen, I guess they're dressed up in blue unitards, and then they hold a stick, or sometimes they even have the head of the dragon.
The
It's
head,
so-
yeah.
it's
they're
very
the
cool.
dragon
I mean,
head.
it's like they need to get like eyeline masks.
Yeah, it's very cool. But the one thing when I watched one of the behind the scenes is that they actually set 23 people on fire for this scene.
Oh yeah.
And I said to my husband, I'm like, I know they'd already set like 20 people on fire and they wanted to have
like-
the record. I thought that was kind of dumb. I don't think if I were a showrunner, I would be setting my stunt people on fire. I know they get paid well and everything. And Ryan was kind of, he seemed very gleeful about the whole thing. I would not be setting my people on fire though.
You wanted to do a few, like to do a handful.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, 23 people. And
Things can go wrong.
And I wish Meeks was here because like Meeks wants 10 episodes where it's like, like how much
we are missing you. When I know you won't watch this later, me. So
Wait, where is she? Is she sleeping?
She didn't text me back, so that's my assumption. Usually, that's what that means.
But like it's stuff like that. It's like I mean, like I know like having 5 people versus like 23 people is not going to give us an extra episode of television, but
apparently, well, first of all, apparently it's very expensive, but also they're doing CGI dragons. You can't tell me they can't do CGI fire.
Well,
I just thought it was kind of I'm watching that and I'm going, this is such a dude bro thing to do.
Doing a few, like, a handful, but especially like in a night setting. It's like that's so unnecessary.
Agreed.
So
Yeah,
unnecessary.
Yeah, they set 23 people on fire.
Yeah. I mean, like,
Really?
you can set.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I know if they set like dummies on fire, like
Yeah.
we would all be like, "That's a dummy."
I guess it looks better, but I mean, the dragons are CGI. The dragons are CGI.
We can still do real fire.
They could do some
We
real
don't.
fire.
Yeah, like,
practical.
Well, and also, if I remember correctly, fire is harder to animate than in CGI than like living
Right, yeah.
a living thing.
Doing fireplace.
It's the same thing with water.
It was just a weird thing for me watching the behind the scenes and them bragging about how, look how we set 23 people on fire, including a new dad, a guy who just had a baby.
But
he's happy because he can pay for his new baby. Like that just
that's actually what they said.
That was their that's what Ryan Condal said. He said, "Oh, we were like, should we be setting this new dad on fire?" But no, he wants to be set on fire because that means he'll be able to have the money to pay for his family. And that just was made me go.
You use that?
I don't know. I don't think they have that awareness or that. What do they call that?
And also, to be fair, as an editor who works in reality television, we take the stupidest shit people say.
Okay. Oh, so Ryan doesn't have a say in the behind the scenes, like the House of Dragons.
I guarantee you, like that's all HBO. Like,
correct, Amy.
Yeah, I mean,
but like I'm just imagining. I guess because for me, how it was, I'm watching this, and this is a show I'm really enjoying, and then I'm watching the behind the scenes, and I'm thinking, maybe because I have anxiety, but I'm thinking, but what if something went wrong? Like, what if, like, so for instance, I was saying while I was watching the scene of them acting, pretending to be in agony as they were being burned, how are they telling the safety officers that they're actually okay when they're pretending to be in agony?
Well, they have
hand signals for that.
Yeah, they have.
Okay.
Like even
they didn't express that. They didn't show that in the. They didn't show
when
that
they do underwater stuff. Like they're very specific hand signal. Like actually giving a thumbs up means like get me the fuck out of here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because they didn't express that. They didn't show that in the behind the scenes. So I'm thinking they're like, so they're pretending, they're acting like they're being burned alive. So I'm thinking, well, how do you show that you're not okay?
But they only are being burned for like seconds before the whole team comes in and puts them out. Like, I mean, it's from what I understand, it's as safe as it could. Like they're layered in.
They're layered and covered in flame retardant packaging in their costume and also gels.
And they have
people right there with fire extinguishers waiting.
And they're only allowed to burn for X amount of seconds.
So the story behind this is apparently the stunt master, he was on the original Game of Thrones. And so when I said he wanted to do 23 is because they wanted to, have a record. They wanted to outdo the record that they had done on. And I thought that was dumb. You're right. I'm just saying that I thought that just felt like, hey, bro, let's set some guys on fire. That's what it kind of felt like. It felt like monster truck rally kind of stuff. And I think that in the behind the scenes, they were sort of showing it like, people would be super impressed by it. But I wasn't impressed by it. I was like, that kind of was sad to me.
I mean,
and also that a guy who just had a baby would need to be set on fire to be able to pay for his family. Like that just sort of made me think that just seemed really sad.
My best friend from high school, her brother-in-law is a stuntman, and his best story was he's based out of Chicago, and he's been on like all the Christopher Nolan Batman movies. And he was in The Dark Knight, and the scene where Heath Ledger is the Joker is like infiltrating like the rich people party, and at some point punches like one of his guys like square in the nose. That was my best friend's brother-in-law, and he broke
Oh,
his
it's fun.
nose.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Yeah, because
He's ready to say boom.
he sent him a case of like Johnny Walker Blue, like whatever, like the highest end of Johnny Walker, where there's a little bit where Tom's like, I fucking hate scotch. But, you know.
It was the thought that counts.
Yeah. I mean, fun fact. Like, so he had a case of like Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker.
Like the highest end Johnny Walker. But yeah, Heath Ledger broke his nose.
I mean, that's something to tell the grandchildren.
Well, I know some people don't agree with me, and that's fine. I like, so Future Voice is saying that he only saw like 3 people in a giant CGI fireball. So it just seemed like it wasn't even really necessary.
I mean,
I don't know.
It wasn't necessary. The one, like, there's like a horse is rearing up and
Yes.
it's put on fire. And it's like, well, that didn't happen. And it looked great.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with you. Like,
Okay. That's
like,
anyway, that's
like,
my point. That's
people-
my opinion. You guys don't have to agree with me, but it was such, like, they do so much stuff with CGI now. And honestly, I mean, unless I'm stopping it and going through it, you know, I'm usually looking at the costumes. But in this case, I just didn't think
I
it
will
was
say,
necessary.
like, you know, I do think having a few, like, you know, like, doing it to 5 people and just doing fire. I mean, like, but also at the same time, like, we want so much spectacle, but also, you know, it's like, I agree with you, but, you know, like, again, like what Sphinx was saying, like, you can't animate fire, or Tatiana, I can't remember, like, you can't animate fire. Like, you need to do like the fire plates. Like, there needs to be like real fire, or
fire and water are like the 2 of the most difficult things to animate in anything, whether it be actual animation or CGI.
I mean, they're doing like layered effects. So they have, like, they shot that one scene in the woods, and then they did it on a studio lot with, you know, safety equipment and everything. So they do layer it. I mean, the CGI team is amazing.
Yeah. But having like a scene where, you know, 23 people get lit at the same time, it's silly.
But we don't have to. I don't have to beat this dead horse.
But you know what we haven't talked about?
What?
The high towers?
So there are 2 scenes. We haven't talked about Corliss and the high towers, and we haven't talked about like the dragons.
Oh, the dragon battle.
The Dragon Ball.
Let's wrap up with the Dragon Ball. Let's get the other points out the way. First of all, Ormond, I already knew you were a piece of shit. Like, I don't think that's news to anybody. And Corliss was sitting there trying to be calm and cordial, even though he knew he was on bullshit. But whatever you were saying, you couldn't get a rise out of this man. He stayed cool, calm, and collected, as befits a man of his station and stature. But the second that you try to talk some bullshit about my auntie Nisi, bitch, you fucking forget yourself, Ormond. What the fuck?
He was lucky he had guards around him, because the Corliss would have jumped the table.
Corliss would have yoked his ass up and tossed him out the fucking moon door. You keep my auntie's name out your motherfucking mouth.
Exactly. Do not take Radius's name in vain, motherfucker.
But it was also like weird, because like he went on this like tirade about Targaryens, but it's also like Valerians are Valerian. Like they're like, you know, of the
but because they don't have dragons and they're not the reigning seed in the kingdom.
But they have dragon riders in their they're such an intertwined family.
Yeah, but you know, he's what's it called? He's nitpicking, just picking out what suits him.
yeah. But
You know what
nitpicking?
Orman reminds me of right now, and I'm only like really just now thinking of parallels. Orman is what like the Christian religion has been warped into in many different facets,
Like a fundamentalist?
many different ways.
But
Coming
he's
in with, oh, I can't stand dragons and blah blah blah.
But
Y'all are
but I also
horrible, unearthly, magical, despicable demons, blah blah blah. But you still got these motherfuckers on your team because you recognize their power.
well, yeah,
You
like,
still want
like,
to harness
like,
that power, even though you claim you hate it.
He's like an evangelist that
Mhm.
like, you know, is just like an evangelist who will still like, you know, get his mistress an abortion.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Well, we were talking about at one point he was like a cult leader.
Yeah, he's very heavy.
I absolutely think
No,
he's a cult
I
leader.
don't think or like I think he's just like a sociopath. I don't
Have
think
you
there's
seen-
Cult leader's
not
a sociopath?
cult,
Those two things
There's not
are
a
not
cult
mutually
behind
exclusive
them.
when it comes to him.
but they're like he doesn't have a cult. Like
Yeah, he
Right,
doesn't
that's
have a
right. He's
following.
not like, you know,
he just, he
High
has
towers
an
have been
army.
always dabbling in the shadows. I
he's
don't
not
know
a
about
cult leader. He's not a cult leader. There's not a cult following him. Like
All he has an army, but that's it.
I-
It's
Yeah,
not a
that's
cult
not-
that. He has an
following.
army that should listen to Daron and prioritize Daron, but
He's-
he's the one that's in charge.
yeah.
Is he telling the army that Daron's in charge, or is he telling the army that he's in charge and Damon
He's been
and
going around
Daron's
calling
dead?
him your great.
You know what he reminds me of? Have you guys seen that Brian Johnson who done it, Wake Up Dead Man?
Oh yeah.
He's
No.
very much Monsignor Wicks. If you haven't, he's really good. You should watch it. He gives me Monsignor Wicks type energy.
What's it on?
That's
It's on Netflix.
Is he like
I
a
think it's on
monk?
Netflix.
that's Josh Brolin's
No.
character.
Wake Up Dead Man is like
Oh,
Brian
I've seen
Johnson.
this. Very good. Oh yeah,
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 but-
yeah. Brian
Are
Johnson.
you
It is really
talking
good.
about it
Yes,
being
absolutely.
Oh,
Josh
it's a
Agreed.
nice out mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
like he reminds me of Josh Brolin's character.
Yes,
Got it.
agreed.
Got it.
Yeah.
I put
Yeah,
that on my
like he's
watch
not
list.
necessarily a
Y'all-
cult leader, but the way he speaks is like he tries to get a rise out of the people he's against, so that to kind of radicalize his followers, the ones that do follow him.
Mhm.
Oh, that's black people living in America all day. Yeah, I'm very
Yeah.
familiar with that storyline.
I was going to ask, by the way, do you guys think that Corley's finger was actually his finger?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
you do?
Yes.
sadly,
okay.
yes, I think so.
I didn't think it was. I thought
That
it was-
looked like his finger.
He pulled out the hatchet and was like,
with
"Oh,
with
Lord
his
Corliss."
signet ring on.
Yeah, and
Well,
his
I know it's a
signet
signet
ring
ring.
is on.
I thought
And
they might have like
It's a
swapped it.
black finger. It looks
I
like
didn't
Corliss.
see not one other melanated person, light chocolate, caramel, brown, or dark at all outside of Corliss. in that
I thought
perspective.
maybe they got like a peasant or something in
Nah.
Templeton.
No.
I haven't
No.
seen any of those melanated
no
past
black
Hugh's
peasant.
wife's shade. As we've seen so far. I mean, if I'm wrong, correct me. If y'all have noticed some small folk that look like more like Corliss and I didn't notice them, tell me.
No,
But
no, it makes sense.
I
I just
know.
thought that maybe it was they were doing a fake out.
Nah.
Because
No. Orman cut his finger.
That was his finger.
Orman
No, the
absolutely cut his
fake
finger.
out was, I think, a lot of folks honing in on Corliss being kidnapped and him being Orman's secret weapon, when in reality, no, it's actually the motherfucker that we knew was gonna be on bullshit in all.
Amy said
It's
actually in
old.
the preview they show Corliss's hand is bandaged, so
So yeah, it's his
I haven't
finger.
watched the preview yet.
and he's offering.
But yeah,
shows
also,
too.
I knew it was fucking gonna be off. I knew it was gonna be off
Well-
because Ulf has been on bullshit the entire fucking time.
No, honestly, I can't even be mad. I can't even be mad. I can't.
He's your
Explain
boy.
yourself.
Ever since he got Silverwing, what has he gotten? An empty title and nice clothes. That's it. Like you say,
And you're at the
Rhaenyra is the
castle.
queen. Rhaenyra is the queen. Girl, if you want to keep your dragon riders on your side, you keep them happy. And you had commoners. They're not asking for much.
He asked for
They're
a
not
castle.
Whoa. Okay, wait, hold on. No, I
asked
know. I
for a
will
whole
correct you right
castle
there.
and a
Ulf
lordship.
was asking for a whole hell of a lot. And mind you, think about the history of this land and the stories that we know already. If you go into any type of battle or war and you prove yourself to be capable,
Then
and you come
get
out, they
rewarded.
will give you your flowers. You will get those lands. You will get that castle. You will get people to work on your lands.
Exactly. You don't
Ulf
get
has
that
done
shit
none of that yet.
just because you ride a dragon. You get a lordship.
He thinks just because he's on that dragon, he should be giving everything freely. No, you
not just that. No, it's not just that. It's not just that. Oh, he's not giving what he thinks he's owed. No, he's been humiliated again and again and again.
Okay, why did that happen? Why did those actions happen? Wasn't it because he was
what do you think was going to happen if you keep humiliating him? What do you think was going to happen if you keep humiliating him? The even Ormond warned Rhaenyra, you kick a dog and it'll bite your hand. You kept kicking the dog, and now he bites your hand.
But
that's what happened.
Hold on, no, Tati, hold on, no, look at the whole thing though. What part of Ulf being corrected, or as you say, humiliated, was undeserved?
Oh,
I'm not saying whether or not it's deserved.
One in following orders. No, you do not get to claim he should be given some type of respect when he has not earned that. He had from the very first orders he was given, everything from that first point all the way up to now, he has not done what he was supposed to do. He has not stayed or been where he was supposed to stay. When Daemon caught him and gave him the fucking smackdown, this was like the third or fourth violation already. So no, yeah, you weren't supposed to be here. He was given again another specific order, and he broke protocol.
The dynamic is Hugh and Ulf. Hugh is handling this shit the way
Hugh has been handling business,
honor and mental status do. Like, Hugh is doing it properly. Ulf is doing it like somebody with no sense.
And even then, when Hugh is doing it properly, he still not getting anything.
When did he do it
properly? He says, oh yeah, I'll give you a house in Visenia's Hill with the merchants, not with the lords, because you're a dragon rider and you're doing things properly. It's like Rhaenyra is not taking as good as care of her dragon riders as she should. You keep them happy, because guess what? They're the ones that you need in your war, because they have the weapons of mass destruction.
But
without them,
when did he do?
The balance just goes way out of whack.
But Rhaenyra,
when did he do what he was supposed to do?
Hugh? We're talking about Hugh.
We're talking about
Ulf.
No, exactly. I'm talking about Hugh. Even Hugh, who did things properly, is only getting an end.
Before you continue, we were not talking about Hugh. I specifically said Ulf. We were talking about Ulf.
Yeah,
how much
Christina brought up Hugh, and I was going with what she was saying.
As a comparison, I brought them up.
That was a comparison as to show how Hugh has been acting right and Ulf has been fucking up. Ulf deserves every bit of reprimand he has gotten so far. We're not saying that Hugh has been in the wrong. Hugh has never been in the wrong. He's been doing what he was supposed to do. Ulf is the problem right now. Well, no, he did go off the rails once. You're right.
With Cat.
But Ulf is the conversation right now.
Innocent
and Ulf has been keeping watch over Tumbletown.
By the way, I was going to say one of the things I thought
before the whole thing.
This is where
I feel like maybe your sound cut out and you didn't hear the whole.
This is maybe where Ormond's a real player, because like Ormond is going off about the the lowborn, right? And then when he's talking to Ulf, he's just playing it up. He's just buttering him up. He's like, what do you call people like that? People who are like smooth
instigators,
silver
tongued. Exactly. Yeah, that's what Ormond is.
Oily.
It's not hard.
Oily.
Ulf is a simpleton.
Yes. Well, Ulf is he's kind of an idiot. One of the things I have to say, I am going to defend Ulf a little bit because Ulf is a bit of a moron, right? And when you have someone who's a moron, who doesn't know, like, and I'm saying this as someone who's met some morons in my life, you know, normally sometimes, and I'm not saying I'm the most intelligent, but what I'm saying is that sometimes when you meet people who are like that, they do need some training. They need some guidance. And I don't know that they've given him any guidance. And I know you say like he doesn't deserve it.
Or they probably should have vetted all these dragon seeds a little bit better.
They kind of threw everything at the wall.
Because like
Bex, no, I will agree. I will agree with you on that part, Bex. Yeah, they could have vetted a little bit, looking into the histories and how they claimed their dragon seed, right? But that does not explain, that does not excuse in any way, shape, or form that Ulf has not been doing any of his assignments correctly.
Yeah.
And they have given him passes multiple times. He got dressed down by Jace, and I feel like that was light, but then he still went and fucked up again. Damon had talked to him already. He still fucked up again. Rhaenyra said something. He still went fucked up again. So now this last time that Damon came in and saw that you are still here and I told you to stay where the fuck you were supposed to stay, and you're still fucking up, he deserved that hit.
But
hold on. No one deserves to be like actually like physically hit in public.
In medieval times, yes, you do.
No, they don't.
No.
That's the problem.
Nah, you're not gonna get me to agree with that, okay?
No. Well, and
I grew up West Indian. Nah, if you fuck up, then you get fucked up in public if that's where it happened.
No, you also have to think about.
You can't discount the fact that like Team Black did not like they didn't.
They treated him badly from the beginning.
Exactly.
Even before they gave him a chance to do anything, he was treated with disdain. He was treated with barely concealed disgust. He was like, oh yeah, you're promised a knighthood when she knew from the beginning that knighthood is just a title. They could be a hedge knight for all she cares. Like, even from the beginning, and the things again, I let you talk, Alicia. Let me talk now. Remember where all came from. He has been in the dirt from the beginning, from the very beginning of his life. He's been a dog. He was groomed and he was experimented on. He was abused from a child. At least Hugh had a job. At least Hugh had work, was a tradesman. All had less than nothing. And he give me a second. I'll let you talk about it. Give me 1 second. And he had less than nothing, and all of a sudden he's thrust into this entire other world because of a dragon that chose him. An animal, a weapon of mass destruction chose him. Of course he's going to think, this is the first accomplishment I've ever done in my entire life. Maybe I'll get something out of this. But then he meets the queen, he meets the royal family. They treat him like who he thinks he's supposed to be part of the family because he's a Targaryen, but bastard a Targaryen. And they treat him with as much disdain as everyone else has been treating him with. And he has been doing the job. He has been going with Daemon. He has been going he has been watching over Tumbleton. He has been doing a job. Well, no, because like Beck said, he needs training. He doesn't know what to do. He just has he's this gigantic beast that kills millions and no training on anything. And all he wanted to do was go to the bar and be with his friends because that's the only people that he doesn't feel alone with because he's just alone in this goddamn golden cage. But every time he does that, he gets beat down, humiliated. His night ceremony, which is supposed to be like the most important time of his life, is just let me it was again held as disdainful and almost an afterthought. And he kept getting beaten down and beaten down and beaten down. If you beat the dog, it will bite your hand. Orman freaking wait, it's not whether he deserved it or not. If he's been humiliated his entire life, he thinks he's finally got a step up and they keep humiliating him, he will eventually snap.
I'm off.
Whether or not you think he deserved it. Thank you. My rant is over.
That was awesome.
My
By the
girl
way,
is
you
popped
guys.
off.
By the way, I love the passion from all of you, lovely ladies. I have to
Go
say,
ahead,
by the
Bex.
way, Peter thinks that I'm Ulf.
No,
We see
No,
No.
that's
pushing Team
you
Black.
No.
Guys, enjoy this on the green side.
No,
Peter,
500,000 points from
Peter.
Hufflepuff from Slytherin, because what the fuck type of take is that?
What?
Heidi is off. You get the fuck out of here. Go sit in the corner for the next 30 years and think about what you did.
Yeah, but he's got some good drip. He picked out. It's funny because I was reading about the outfits that the dragon seeds are wearing, and apparently the idea is that they got to kind of like, here's some clothes, go pick out what you want, and that's what Ulf chose. Like, I'm gonna pick out this beautiful like
he picked
velvet
out the most kind
brigandine.
of garish.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
This is
and then
where,
also
like,
that you talking about
flashy.
he didn't get
Like,
nothing.
I mean,
He look at the drip that he has had since he became a
doesn't-
dragon rider. Okay,
well,
he was
but
taken care of. He was
Adam's
clothed. He was
fit
fed.
is, like the drip.
And
By the
that's
way-
what I'm saying. Like, look, I understand that. Yeah, he came from nothing or whatever. You know what? You could say that about so many people here. If we were in this position, would we have been doing that? Asking for like multiple ridiculous level
I
favors for
kind of do have Ulf
friends?
hair, by the
You
way.
know,
My
like
hair's kind of
Ulf
Ulf-like.
came in and it's like, I want like I need lands for like my buddies.
No,
like
first, he was like, on my friends, I need you
Yeah.
to redeem this
We need some
person for
lands.
this crime and this person for that
You know,
crime.
Where-
and
I
need
I think a lot of it could have been
spot for
solved
And
this
also,
if the
like,
Red Keep had a
keeping-
pub. That's
like
what I
the
think.
whole thing, like keeping him in the castle, like
They could have had a
and,
castle
like,
pub.
considering like clearly there was like an insurgency, so like having like one of the few dragon riders like walking around like Flea Bottom was
Yeah.
absolutely
But even
stupid.
in the military, they have like an officer's mess hall, right? Or an officer's
right.
So I
Yeah,
don't
okay, but
understand
those are
why
for
they
officers that
to-
have proven themselves already.
Yeah, but what is it-
What
What
has
is it
Ulf
the
done?
But why doesn't the castle have a pub? That's what I want to know. By the way, I have to shout out Fandom is here because he obviously heard you.
Oh,
talking
Fandom.
And
about
of course,
wait, did
because
you
we
say
said Cersei
Cersei?
like 2 times.
Cersei. We said
Mhm.
Cersei 2 times, so he's here.
Did we say Cersei? I don't
We did.
recall
We were
that.
talking about
We did.
Cersei. What
We
did we
did talk
say?
about Cersei.
We talked about her for some reason.
I forget what it
Mad
was, but yes.
Queen.
we did
Oh,
mention her.
Was it her cheekbones?
Terrible mothers.
Or was it her cheekbone?
But no, see that what I'm
That's one of
saying,
her
like I
redeeming
don't
qualities.
agree, Tati. Yes, he has had a hard life, but that does not
Well,
excuse what he
I
did
mean,
not do here. He
so-
just wants, all the fortune and whatnot for his friends and for himself and all the leisure without putting any of the real work in.
But what I was gonna say, like we're very clearly, this is all set up for us to have this conversation.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Indeed, indeed. Oh yeah.
and it's funny, like on Threads this week. I've heard
Threads is a vibe, y'all. Go subscribe if you haven't yet.
I've
Shut
heard
up.
I've seen some very passionate conversations about Ulf being like the ultimate like working class and like the Targaryens being like the billionaire class, and it's
Mhm.
like,
Yeah, the 1%ers.
but and like it's like, tell me that Ulf is wrong without bringing class into it, and where it's like, well, that's stupid.
That's easy. That's easy to do,
but
though.
it's a situation where everyone is just so like they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're
Hope is
doing,
wrong
and like
because he's
and-
out of pocket from the
Yeah.
start.
Well, I have
And
to
out of
say,
pocket and not
Ulf,
following
Ulf would have been
orders.
probably would have been a MAGA supporter. That's my opinion.
Oh
but
yeah,
yeah.
If they would have been giving him
definitely MAGA.
freebies, yeah.
I have to
He's
say about
like
my
whatever
comment on his outfit here.
populist-
Or it would have been like, make Westeros great again.
Make Westeros great
Look,
again,
and what
exactly.
KP is saying right there, he literally just got the job. You're not even anywhere near the VP station
But
to be
how many-
hooking
yeah,
your
but
friends
how
up.
many people can
But-
ride a
Bro,
dragon?
he has a dragon. That automatically
Why
puts
the
him in
dragon?
VP.
That no,
That,
that does not make him
because
a VP.
you are in a war. Your biggest weapons are your dragons. So to keep your dragons, you keep the dragon riders happy. It is not that hard.
But it's like a give and take. It's a give and take. Like,
Exactly.
You keep them happy.
wrong
If
in
you
this
want to look
situation.
at it like that, Tati,
At
okay.
the very
but
least,
that is
treat
a
him
two.
with not.
That is
With,
a
at the
two-way
very least,
street.
don't treat him with disdain.
They should
At
put
the very
exactly
least.
in his
Two-way
room.
street.
None
If
of
he
the
was
dragon
doing his
riders
job,
have
he
gotten
would not be
anything.
reprimanded.
But
You're
as
right.
much
Nobody's
Sphinx-
gotten
guys, let
anything.
Sphinx
He's
talk.
not missing
Even
out
without
on
being
shit.
reprimanded, he has been. Again, he's been treated with barely disguised
What's happening
disgust.
here?
So I
Let
was
Sphinx talk.
saying he's not missing
oh.
out on anything that other dragon riders have gotten. They're all on the same even kill.
That part.
Nobody has a
That part.
castle, nobody has a home, nobody has a lordship. He's stepping above.
Well, Adam was
Awards are
recognized by his
given after
father,
the
and is
war.
considered at least for his at least for his father, he's considered a Valarian. So I can't say that they're all of them are an even keel.
Has he been
And-
okay? But even with that, have either of those boys been given anything yet that Ulf hasn't gotten?
No.
No. Why
Yeah,
is that? Because
the-
rewards are given after the war.
you know, the whole thing, like when they were knighted and they were, you know, asked how to like they
That
want
part
to
was
like
second.
station themselves, like and Ulf is like Ulf Targaryen, and then she's like, oh yeah, no, fuck now. And like it was just all gonna be downhill. Like they just started sowing the seeds of like Ulf's betrayal that was like
Mhm.
coming.
But that's
Where-
Ulf's mindset of thinking he deserves more than he
Exactly.
actually deserves.
But also, you know, but
Why
to
would he
be-
ever think he would
to
be a
To
Targaryen?
be a little fair, like at this point, the only people who have rode dragons were Targaryens.
Mhm.
You know, like there's a little bit like I can understand like Ulf might have thought like I'm now in a different station because I have this magical ability that's only allotted people of like a certain bloodline, which is super problematic to begin with. Like it's all supposed to be gray. We're supposed to have this argument in a sense. Like Ulf sucks but you know, kicking him in the middle of the street also sucks.
That was like his
okay.
fifth violation, though.
Before we move on, I just want to address this comment about his costume from Over It. I love that name, by the way.
Because
so
they've
he
been
says-
getting them threads.
Yes. So he says, I love the metal studs. So I just wanted to explain. So what it is that Ulf is wearing is what's called a brigandine. And a brigandine is actually a form of armor. And then they oftentimes, especially like higher born folks, would wear it with covered with like brocade or with velvet. And then those studs are actually to hold plates in place. So underneath it, it's actually a plate or a jack of plates, I think they would call it. So it's a form of protection, but it's very pretty. And then the studs are just holding the plates in place. So just to let you know, this little history. And I'm a little bit drunk.
Also,
So
shout out to Spacebound, another new name we've seen tonight. Hello, and also welcome to our Shadow Watchers. I see the numbers. That doesn't reflect everybody that's in the chat, but hey, we see y'all. And I want to make sure
I have to say,
y'all keep our channels running too. Appreciate you.
I have to say that this discussion about Ulf has actually been really great. I've really enjoyed it. And even though people have different opinions about it, I think it's really good. And I think, as you say, this was the intention for us to have these discussions.
Absolutely.
I guess, like, you know, ultimately, Ulf is being treated badly. Bar none. But he's also being an idiot thinking that Ormond Hightower is going to, like,
oh, yeah. That's
like,
bad.
you know, he's like, wait, Honey Holt. He's like, Honey Holt, I'm going to give you Driftmark, which, all right, Driftmark has been burnt and looted. So, like, what the fuck is going on at Driftmark? But
and Ulf too stupid to know that.
But Ulf's
exactly.
like, oh, Driftmark.
Honey Holt is a honey pot, and Ormond is
like,
not going to let this little bastard
Lord
have that.
of the Tides, and it's like,
who's at Honey Holt, by the way? Because I think that's in
the Beesbury.
Yeah, because I think they're
Yeah.
actually in A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah.
The Beesburys. Yes.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that
I kind
would-
of agree with Future Boy on that one.
Now look, if you fucking up in public, again, that's just my culture. Look, if you fucking up in public, then you can catch hands in public.
Don't get your ass
no,
whooped.
And I would, and maybe I agree with you if the person being disciplined didn't have a gigantic bazooka or a flamethrower that he can just flamethrower all over the
Because
place.
they have that they should get that discipline.
No, because that's when you get bit by the flamethrower.
You would be a terrible military leader.
Yes, you please never go to the military.
Love you.
Please
You think so?
stay an artist. Stay an artist.
I know. No, I have family that were officers and medics in the military, so I would disagree because part of my thinking on this is from what I've learned
I
from
would
both
actually
of those
like
men.
present them. I would be very interested to present them.
Yeah, do it, AK.
Like the whole.
If I can get a hold
situation.
of my uncle, I will let you know.
Yeah, because
I mean, I was a medic in the military. What is the question?
No, that's right. Actually,
Like, I mean,
I
like,
forgot.
private-
No, both
would you
Sphinx and
privately-
Wither members.
I'm right here.
We're in
right
there.
Here.
Okay. Would you publicly
Praise in
admonish
public,
somebody or
discipline
privately
in
admonish
private.
somebody? Like,
Usually privately.
is that why they call them privates?
No, that's
No?
I don't
that's just the
think
lowest rank.
that's
Privates are just like the lowest rank.
that's just a rank. Yeah.
but
Ranks privates aren't
private
they're
parts?
not interrogating anybody. Privates
Yeah.
are not doing
So
that.
this is what we're discussing now, but we know that Damon's not exactly like Damon's he's targeting.
No, Damon's not Damon.
Damon's well, I'm just saying with Damon admonishing Ulf in
Damon is
public.
a very interesting military leader.
He is.
Because like, you know, when he's actually like on the battlefield, like everybody fucking loves him. Like, you know, our you know, initial scene with like the Riverlands men and the Winter Wolves after like they won.
Oh yeah, and they got what did they call it? Coal on a pole.
No. Early in the season, like
early in the season,
had,
okay.
like when they
All
beat the Lannister army.
Oh yeah.
And they're singing that song, and like they're even like singing like the body war song, and like bringing Damon into it, and he's there, and he's with them, and like his gold cloaks, you know, up until, you know, this insurgency, love him.
They were
But-
still with him.
You know, like there's like he's also
But I
like,
gotta feed my kid, and he's hungry.
well, hold on. He is a leader in like so many, like a great leader in very certain circumstances. But when he's in like one-on-one confrontations, whether it's the small council or his brother or his wife or Ulf, he fucking sucks. You know, and like, you know, like he can like do it with an army, but he can't do it one-on-one. So like him kicking the shit out of Ulf in front of, you know, in a gold cloak outfit, and nobody knowing who the fuck Ulf was, like that was bad.
And in front of an already discontented population that's starving.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what the difference is that it was in front of in Flea Bottom in public versus in a private chamber.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. We're not clutching pearls. Like, you know, him, you know, like there's already an insurgency in Flea Bottom. And then you have someone dressed as a gold cloak, basically like kicking around a guy that like no one knows is a fucking dragon rider.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that was just a bad, stupid move, period.
And also Damon's very isolated in that moment too, because he's the only one who's like, you know, he knows that the gold cloaks have a target on their back. And he's ended up
and he just like got done like killing
and
one of them.
The people are still looking to gold cloaks to protect them.
right. But also at the
Because
same
they have
time,
no
like,
choice.
go close, like go just like randomly like beating a man, like public perspective, like yeah, like you're right, like there might be a reason for that to happen, but it
Yeah, no,
actually
that
happening in public
Persephone,
view,
yeah, that's true.
It's
Yeah.
and
it's
like,
it's not
and
just
it's
about him being
humiliating.
displeased. It's literally Ulf not being where he's supposed to be for like the fifth or
But
sixth time.
It doesn't
you need
matter.
like you're at some points like you might be right, but also at the same time the way Damon went about it was wrong.
It
I mean,
was wrong, and it really did not win Rhaenyra any points at all.
No, and I feel like everybody's right and everybody's wrong. In this,
We should probably wrap up soon because it's
That's
after.
right.
Oh,
11.
wait, we haven't talked
let's
about,
get
like,
to
our
the
dragon
the
fight.
big
Yeah.
let's get to the big arc of this episode, and that is the dragon fight. And what I will say again, if y'all have not been on Instagram and I think
People are up in arms.
or TikTok to see the discussions about Arena and Sheep Stealer and the memes and the voiceover vids that have been done this season, you're doing yourself a disservice. Go and find them. But also, look,
all the Sheep Stealer like after interviews, he's like, I was just there, and all of a sudden I got
look, little puppy came up and got me, okay? And I was like,
I
boy, you know what, little
some
girl, I ain't
tea.
been around no people in a little while. Let's go see what we can rock up together. All right, I'm gonna go on take it. And then we go over here into this damn battle, and motherfuckers is shooting at me, and I don't know who these assholes are. You not telling me who these assholes are. So fucking look, again, this is a YN dragon. If you don't know what that means, go Google it. And he's just trying to survive and get his little pet, because I think he very much is like, no, that I need to take care of her because she can't feed herself or do nothing, and that's what he's been doing this whole time. However, this is why I've always said I love the dragons as they have formed them and give them personality in House of the Dragon from day one. Caraxes was already talking shit back in what was it, the last episode or the second to last episode that we watched when Damon found her in the cave. Caraxes was like, hey, we need to have a conversation. You gonna shut the fuck up, okay? You got my baby girl out here looking crazy right now, and we need to find out what the fuck is going on. So, the whole convo with Damon happens.
She's looking more and more like a wildling, though. Have you noticed that? She looks like a wildling.
She
badass.
Look, that I mean, she low-key looks like Tonks when we first found Tonks after she came down from the wall. If you don't know who I mean when I say Tonks, then go Google that. But we get to this confrontation here, and Damon is talking to Rhaena, and also, a little shout out to Lady Aaron. Of course, the lady stays dripped out.
She's got a girlfriend there with her on the throne.
With her,
her lady live.
She's got a girlfriend on the throne.
Yes, that was that is I do believe that is documented canon that was her baby boo.
Her paramour.
And I understand her things, but look, just just because you want some nonsense, okay, that don't mean you could just put your hands on my baby girl. I get it. Y'all had y'all little deal or whatever. We had our deal, but you still not supposed to put your hands on my babies. But we let it slide. Damon got the information he needed, and him and Caraxes went over to pull up. And Sheep Stealer, of course, because again, Sheep Stealer is the YN of the dragons right now. Okay, and he of course gonna start talking shit immediately. Start popping off at the mouth, and Caraxes is like, look, little motherfucker, look, I let you slide that last time, okay, but you're not gonna be sitting here talking crazy while I'm right here in your face. And we have this little convo back and forth with Rhaena and Damon, and oh, wait a minute, what's coming over on the horizon? There's 2 more dragons coming up, and I low-key got a little bit happy when we were doing the watch along on Sunday, and I said, oh shit, family reunion, Baylor and Sea Smoke and Adam pulling up, and no, it's Rhaenyra on Cyrax, and I said, oh shit,
yeah.
Wait a minute. Not like this. You know what my girl said in the Matrix when she was about to die? Not like this. But yeah, it happened like that. And
wow. And did she ever dismount her dragon so quick? I was like, wow.
They hopped off the dragons
I mean,
so
they all
fast.
kind of dismounted their
But they
dragons.
both got
really
off.
fucking
It's like when we saw that preview with the Dothraki coming over to Westeros, and they gave us that shot with the Dothraki standing up in their fucking saddles and
shooting arrows.
That's what this shit reminded me of.
Yeah.
Because they hopped off them motherfucking saddles quick. Like that is a training already. And jumped off and went to popping off. And of course, again, sheep stealer, even more so talking shit because his baby boo right there is low-key looking like she's in danger. And Caraxes is like, look, motherfucker, you don't want this problem. Okay, let's just try to talk it out. Hold on, let's just see what our humans is gonna do, and we'll go from there. And of course, Sea Smoke is always with the smoke. Okay, look, we saw how Sea Smoke came in when he came and swooped at him. Okay, look, you are my human now. You're gonna do what I said we need to be doing, and that's the same shit that Sea Smoke stayed on. And I love him for that. But then Daemon, of course, Rhaena, run, bitch, because look, I got to deal with her now. Run. Yeah. And she tried to, but of course, Adam caught up with her. Came back in the meantime, Cyrax and Sea Smoke is sitting there talking. Look, I bet you don't move. You better not motherfucking move. But credit where credit is due. When the fight really came down, not Caraxes, but Sheepstealer was handling that shit. Well, if Caraxes was not there, Cyrax and Sea Smoke would have got yo.
Yep.
Caraxes got that not Caraxes, but then Sheepstealer got that dog in him, and I respect that. But the second, it was almost like, if y'all remember that dinner, that last dinner that they did, with the rats. No, not the rats. No,
with the seeds, the dragon seeds.
No, when they had the moment where Jace was dancing with Helena.
Oh, yes.
That's what was the call back here for me. Mm-hmm. Because there was someone trying to keep the peace a little bit, but then no, y'all motherfuckers just decided to get rowdy, and that's when like Caraxes had to come in after Rhaena got snatched up because Adam caught her, went back, jumped on C-SPAN, and Damon's like, okay, nah, go ahead, go. I
love that scene, by the way.
Cyrax was getting fucked up. Sea Smoke was getting fucked up, but then Caraxes was like, okay, look, I told you I could end your ass when we were in that cave, and you don't want to listen, so now I'm gonna have to just let you know. And sometimes I don't like to see the dragons fighting each other, but sometimes you gotta beat a motherfucker's ass to bring them into a proper understanding of the way of things. And I feel like this beatdown needed to happen because Sheepstealer, you was popping off a little too much. Like, we understand, however, you need to follow proper decorum. And I think after this conversation, and I would like to point out that he did not limp away. Caraxes and Daemon let him go. Yeah, Sheepstealer did not limp away. Just limp away.
I mean, he wasn't like he didn't walk away like uninjured. Like
he was dragging himself.
He was injured, but like, two, more importantly, is if Caraxes really wanted to, he could have got it.
Well, but
taking him out, taking him down.
But Caraxes, like, his attention turned to Daemon.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why that's the other part of what I was going to say. Daemon could have gotten back up quickly. First of all, Daemon, why we always know that you be strapped. Like, it's a very significant moment when you're not strapped in your saddle. So this is a little bit weird.
I don't think he didn't have time.
Set out of sight. Even with that, he had time to get up, jump back in the saddle, and Caraxes definitely had time to go chase him if he wanted to, but they both let him go.
Yeah.
Why? Because they both love Rhaena, and they know that Sheepstealer absolutely is bonded and loves Rhaena, and Rhaena fought hard to get that dragon. So, of course, this is still daddy looking out for his daughter, like, okay, but now that you caught this ass whooping, little boy, then we can have a better conversation later. And at the end of the day, Rhaenyra still needs as many dragons and dragons.
Also, Daemon just loves dragons. He's not going to kill a dragon at all.
Can we actually just like
that too?
Go back to like the conversation that Daemon and Rhaena had before everyone else came onto the scene?
The only time I've ever seen Daemon be an actual father.
I mean,
yeah.
like he was trying to do it, like, you know, like him obviously like killing that shepherd
Was bad.
Yeah,
you know, like,
but this
like,
still isn't how she should have found out.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. I just thought, like, you know, I love the whole scene, and I was just like heartbroken the whole time
For everyone.
For everyone. Although, you know, like, you know, Damon explained to her, is like, I didn't have a dragon when I was a kid. Like, you know, like I didn't get this dragon until whenever, and like he's like, I lost my mother too, and like, basically admitting, I failed you as a father. But then all of a sudden, like, everything came in.
He didn't have time. They didn't have time to sort of
well,
work it out.
and then also like didn't have time to like calm Rhaenyra. You know, because he would have led with this, and like even when she realized it was Rhaena, like
she didn't kill her.
She didn't kill her, but also at the same time, she didn't call off her dragon.
Well, no, because the dragon was going after Sheepstealer.
The dragons,
the
dragons were popping off on other dragons.
Like, she should have had enough, like, because Damon kept telling her, call off your dragon. And she never did. Which
ultimately, while Rhaena was the rider, the fire came.
What is happening right now?
The fire came from Sheepstealer. So I understand exactly how she moved in that moment.
I disagree. The fire initially came from Rhaena's dragon, from Cyrax.
Rhaenyra's.
I'm talking about
Rhaenyra's dragon. The fire initially came from Rhaenyra's dragon. It didn't come from Sheepstealer.
Was that when Rhaenyra said kill?
Well, no. Eventually, no. Damon was like, he was the one that said kill because like the fight was like out of control.
Yeah.
But Cyrax was the first one that like drew fire.
Yeah, because she knows Sheepstealer is who killed Jace. Well, got Jace killed.
No, at some point,
technically,
Cyrax wasn't there. Cyrax wasn't there when that happened.
But no, she's like Cyrax everything was that
feeding off Rhaenyra, and Damon's like, call off your dragon, and she didn't do it. Even when she saw it was Rhaena, you know, like. I don't know. I mean, it's like.
But at that point, the dragons were out of control. They couldn't control the dragons. That's one of the big reasons about this fight. But they kept saying, "Calm, please, don't do it," and the dragons just went crazy.
They had to go off. They had to all go off on the side there.
Rhaenyra never tried to like control her dragon.
No, she didn't. I don't blame her for that though.
Even when,
because if that was my
I
would still protect Rhaena, but Sheepstealer, no.
But it is the fundamental thing that is going to lead to all the dragons dying.
Oh, it's really sad.
Yeah, I mean, it was horrible. It was so sad. Like
it sucks.
Like they're all like nuclear weapons, but and they all do a good, like they do such a good job in the show, like incorporating like animal and like sounds to like make us feel terrible. But
and there's also,
I think that whole situation was Rhaenyra's fault.
It was sad.
The whole thing could have been handled if Damon would have just came correct and said something once he found out. No.
Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra would not have killed her.
Oh,
Rhaenyra would not have even put a bounty out on her.
No.
The thing, but this would have you would have had to correct this way in the beginning, and it didn't even have to be with Damon. Had Rhaena just went back to Dragonstone and started saying, "Hey, Pops, look, stepmommy, sister, I I got a dragon now. Where can I help?
Well,
Going straight
Before
into
going
battle,
to the
that
gullet.
fucked it up.
Yeah, before the gullet.
but I'm talking about this very specific situation. This is all
Yeah, this is no, and I
This is
said that in our
Rhaenyra's fault.
discussion that me and Sphinx were in last night, and also when I did the watch along. Like, no, this is not how Rhaenyra finding out anything should have went down. I absolutely agree with that. There's many, not even many, no, but there are several key things that could have been done that could have avoided this, and that's where I'm placing the true blame. But here with the dragons coming up and the combos that happened, yeah, I feel like after this, tensions are still going to be tight and very tightly wound. But eventually, Team Black has always been about family, and they're gonna come together again, like we've seen them do multiple different times. And we know where the story is gonna end. And yes, shit is gonna fuck up. There's still gonna be more shit that pops up for them to deal with. But for a little bit, there are some things where some folks are actually going to move in sync with each other. But again, I don't know what they're actually going to do in the long run, because so much has changed already. Like, this shit did, all of this right here, this didn't happen in the books. So we're all kind of winging it and trying to see how things could
At
go.
this point, I'm just enjoying this show as a fan fiction.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
all.
Yeah, we're
Same.
watching to see what it gives us every week.
or I'm not enjoying the show as a fan fiction because
That part too. Look,
yeah.
neither of those things are mutually exclusive.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
I like it. God, but that scene was hard to watch.
It was hard. But I
Like-
was yelling, jump him, because I'm sorry. I still think he needs to be jumped. Sometimes you got to smack a bitch.
By the way, I was going to say that at the end, I did love when Bela came in and
Oh.
showed such love for her sisters.
Oh,
Sisters, bro.
When she came in, I
Twinning.
was like, girl, embrace your sister. Embrace your sister, girl. Like, hug. She needs a hug.
You will.
She
I
needs a hug.
fucked up, sis. Okay, but you will start anew.
Twinnings.
Bruh. And let's remember, yes, Bela is the older sister, and they are twins.
Are
Let's
they
not
twins
forget that.
in the
That's always a
show?
bond. That's
Are
a
they
very
twins in
good
the show?
bond.
Are they twins?
Yeah,
in the
They are
show?
still twins on the show. Yeah,
Okay.
But Bela's the older twin?
but Bela
Yeah.
is the older.
I don't. Yeah.
Unless I'm misremembering that. Chat room.
No, they're twins.
Fact
They're twins.
check me. I very well could be misremembering that. Let
No,
me
they're
know.
twins. Yeah, for sure. I just don't remember who's oldest.
I'm pretty sure it's
Fairly
Bela.
certain Bela is the oldest.
Yeah. Like Persephone, I
And-
agree
and-
with you. Like,
because
I
I
don't
think she
anybody's
also-
gonna be okay after this. Like,
No,
Yeah.
Well, no. It's not going to be sunshine and rainbows and
of
whatnot.
course not.
But at the end of the day, I think in not all places, but in some places, they will learn to actually be in sync, because it's crunch time now.
I mean,
And yes, there are things that are going to go left, but there are also
Oh, they're
things
not twins
that
on the
probably need
Okay.
to happen.
I
What's that? They're not twins on the show?
respectfully
Really?
disagree with that. Like, I think
Yeah, they are.
of the story that no, because we see like Team Black's dragons fighting and trying to kill each other. Even though, like, yeah, Sheep Stealer wasn't technically.
He was
But
tangentially
Rhaena
black.
was, but like, no, this is like the end of Team Black. Like this, and this is like the beginning of the end of the
The end.
dragons. Like, no, that was sad as fuck. And it's just gonna go
okay.
downhill from here, people.
Well, it says here, by the way,
Okay, so
they're
they were
fraternal
twins
twins
in the book, but
books.
not twins in the show.
Yeah,
They always
Bela's the
looked like
older
they
sister.
were like the same age and height and everything in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They always seemed like they were twins. Yeah, fraternal twins, because they're not
sure why
exactly
they-
the same.
I'm not sure why they changed that.
I'm sure they're
That's
not
weird.
because they're not identical, but they look like fraternal twins.
So in the show, they're not.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Tati. Yeah, they look like fraternal twins, but apparently they are not.
They couldn't find twin. Well, they didn't have to look alike though,
And
because
they
they're
didn't need
supposed
to
be
find
fraternal.
if you have fraternal twins, you don't need to have the
You
kids
don't
look
know-
alike.
You don't need to look alike. Yeah, they can even be a
Interesting.
different height.
Yeah.
I mean, and it would make sense if they were fraternal twins, since Lena and Lena were fraternal twins, because obvious.
Exactly.
It runs in the
Great
family.
scene, but yes, it was sad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, no,
agreed.
it's like-
yeah, and let's not mistake that. Like all around, the whole thing was very sad. Like this is literally the equivalent of if like Nymeria and Greywind and like Shaggy Dog had ever met up in any type of circumstance and they had to fight each other. I would despise that.
No, stop
And
it!
no, I do not want to see the dragons fighting each
I-
other.
I've heard like through internet that people think that it was a clumsy, it was badly made, that it made no sense, that why would she still look at Reyna being carried by Adam and not react, but then just so that the other two could fight. There were like a lot of things inside the fight that made no sense. And like, y'all are missing the point of this scene.
Who's Jefferson Hall? Is
Jefferson Hall. Let's find out.
Who is that?
I mean,
Are you talking about
Who's
Clinton
now?
Liberty?
Wait,
by the way, okay, I have to.
Hold on. Wait, no, I'm
Is that a
sorry, no,
woman?
because Jefferson Hall is fucking Tywin Lannister. What do you mean?
Oh, it's a joke. I was very confused.
I
It's a
think
joke.
they mean,
What's the joke?
I think she means
I don't
Clinton
get it.
Liberty. Because Clinton Liberty is Adam.
I think because Jefferson Hall played both
He plays
Tywin
Tywin.
and Jason.
Yeah, okay.
Because he
Sorry.
always played twins, he
Sorry.
could play the other set of twins.
He should have paid Bela and yeah. That's hilarious. By the way, okay, we got to round up
Jenny and
because
Colstrom,
Mama's
you're
really
awesome.
tired here. So there's just one thing we're going to talk about, and then we're going to do a rating and an MVP. Okay, does that sound fair to everybody? So the last thing we're going to talk about, this is a scene that made me kind of throw up, is the scene between Rhaenyra and Mysaria.
Oh.
And that was probably the least hot scene I've ever seen in a show before.
Look at my
It was
eye
like-
roll.
It was really awful. So what do you all think about that?
Even worse than Aemon and Allison.
No, that scene was just like disturbing. But the scene
This is
between
real
The
life.
scene was annoying.
it was
And
just,
there we go. It was annoying. I was like, okay, y'all are talking too much. Just fuck already. Okay, so you're fucking.
yeah, but it was.
Are
it
you
was
gonna fuck? Are you gonna fuck? Okay, good.
It was just, I don't know. It was like cringe, as my kids would say. Cringe.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
very,
Yeah.
very cringe.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate it mostly because of the fact that I don't want Mysaria to keep manipulating Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
And I feel like she's been using her whispering voice in her ear all this time. And now that's not working because
For
she has no
bullshit.
whispers and no secrets.
She doesn't know anything.
She doesn't know anything. So now she's like, okay, now I'm going to sex you up.
Bruh.
I'm gonna set you up.
The moment I saw that, I was
Except
like,
it was
"Bitch,
it was so unsexy. Like that scene was
Right,
like there
seriously,
was no sex.
Like,
Rhaenyra,
Rhaenyra laying down on her back was so awkward. I just started laughing.
bruh.
Why is she
She's
putting
like,
her back
I
like
understand.
that?
What do I do? Do I lie
But
back?
also,
I understand being stressed. I
She
understand being
pushed
stressed,
her
but this ain't the
down.
time for you to get your
But-
tongue wet, okay? Especially with this bitch. You could find somebody so much better to be your bed maid
but
right now.
But here's the thing: like, I didn't watch it, but I was watching the History of Westeros like post show, and apparently, like the actor said, "Oh, this is the first time they consummated," and it's like, wait, what?
Bullshit.
I thought
What?
they've been fucking the whole time.
They
We
been
saw that
fucking
last
off.
season,
but-
didn't we?
I mean, we
know.
saw them
That's-
kiss that one
they're making
time, but
out.
that's about it.
Actually, we've only seen them kiss.
But
One.
apparently that's what Emma and
The other actress.
lady or
That's so- okay,
Myssaria's
so-
actor said, like, it was like,
So you were taking your P's and Q's from somebody who you ain't even got the punani from yet? Word?
Right.
What was she
Rhaenyra,
doing?
stop
Like,
your
David
fucking-
was
okay,
The
see, look,
punani
was
was
away.
the
I'm
punani
gonna-
was the reward.
that's just stupid. Again, it's why I don't watch the behind, like the after show with like the
That
actors
seems so
and the-
fucking dumb.
Yeah, that's dumb. But I mean, I do think it's actually setting up some really bad shit that's coming. But it's not
Sadly.
going to help Rhaenyra in any way, shape,
In any way, shape, or form. Yeah, there is no help on the horizon at all.
Yeah, no. And
They
oh
what?
yeah, so they
you
were
think
just
they
like
nailed
kissing.
it? Is that a joke?
No, I mean,
Emma Darcy, Miss
They nailed.
nailed if you mean like they nailed the situation, I
they
guess.
nailed it.
But also, can we talk about how like Emma Darcy legit is like the most hottest of zaddies out there right now? Like have y'all seen them outside of character? Have y'all seen them?
They're a hot zaddy.
They really are.
They are a complete situation.
Look,
They are an event.
A
saw them in another
situation, a country, a whole damn planet and realm.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And then when you see them here, and it's like it's Rhaenyra. It's so crazy because they just
right to see that
transform.
switch. Like, okay,
Yeah.
but no, like, bitch, we know you though. Like this ain't like you sexy over there. What the fuck are you doing here?
It's awesome.
Yeah, but I would not ship Rhaenyra and by the way, I just learned ship not that long ago. I wouldn't ship Rhaenyra and Mysaria.
I wouldn't either.
No.
Like,
Not at all.
I understand like the impulse, but it's just like
the first
It's
time we
such
saw
a
it,
fit-
I get it because she was stressed, but here, nah,
Now it's more
but
annoying.
Also, like,
it's a bad look.
Like, you know, I mean, there was always like this whole season. There's been like tension between Mysaria and Daemon, and like the fact that Mysaria hasn't been in there the whole time, like, there's just something like not.
I'm surprised Daemon hasn't just like quietly disposed of her for real. Because Daemon usually don't suffer
Daemon
motherfuckers
is
that he knows
allowing
doing
her
dirt
to be
near
alive.
him.
I guess, like, you know, Daemon might feel like she has use, but
I feel like he's
but
just
also, like, if,
allowing
like, the
Rhaenyra
whole
to
story
have
was,
her
like-
little pet
sorry,
until he's tired of it, and then he will dispose of her.
Yeah, he about to be
Or-
real tired of it.
or if he found her useful, which again,
she's not
she
useful
hasn't
at
done
all.
fucking shit. Like,
Not a
she's
thing.
the worst mistress of whispers
100%.
ever.
Ormond knows more
Varys and Bloodraven
whispers
would
than
never.
her.
Would never.
Varys and Bloodraven would both look at her like, bitch, be gone.
And then ultimately, like, you know, her not saying anything about Helena
Allison.
when Alice is
Yeah.
like, you will have the gratitude of House Hightower. And they keep showing that in the previews.
Yeah.
Or like in or previously on, which means she's gonna do a Hightower jump.
I feel like it's another moment of them highlighting her not being able to actually effectively do this job at all. Because if you knew anything about anything as the Master of Whispers, you would know that Allison has no type of fucking clout that is any type of currency in
Or
King's
also,
Landing.
if you were like so into the small folk, like you would have like an idea like what the fuck was going on with the gold cloaks and like the
That part.
insurgency.
That's why she's trying to be
Everybody
Rhaenyra's
would have been
proxy.
reporting back to your ass, but they not.
She's trying to be a proxy for Rhaenyra and have people give her their complaints to her
Right.
in an effort to find out secrets. But
You know.
that's not the way the secrets work. You're
Yeah.
supposed to get secrets behind the scenes.
Mhm.
And
That's why I love Sylvie so much in that scene, because bitch, you don't even have anything that you could give us, even if I did bring you the complaints.
Yep.
I mean, but I also like initially when they walked in, I thought it was gonna be like Sandra being like, I gotta get my shit back together. And like we need to like rebuild the network. And then it just like turned into like
I think Sylvie thought that too.
Yeah.
And then she read the room correctly and was like, okay, nah, bitch, I'm gonna go ahead and exit stage left. You handle this fucking bullshit that you're trying to build, and I'll just sit and watch while that blows up in your face.
Okay, guys. So, how do you all feel about rating this episode and then doing your MVP, or doing your MVP and then rating it? Because Mama's got to bail.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh my God, Tatiana!
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
crazy time.
Child, girl,
Yeah.
And you're
time
an
zones
hour
are not
ahead
our
of
friend.
No, we're not. I'm
Are you in our
I'm the
time?
same hour. Yeah, I'm in your
Same
time.
hour as New York?
She's
Yeah.
the same time zone.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We're on the
It's
same
Yeah,
time.
relatively
yeah,
time that I'm ahead an hour.
Wait, hold on. Chat room. What's our scale? Are we grading this on burnt up Smeagol and Smee fire?
Mama
How many burnt
Smooches.
dragons?
No. Wait, no. I'm
Scale of 1
gonna
to 10
I'm gonna
incest?
take it. Actually, no. We're gonna judge this by Dream Fires because
Oh, okay.
Helena's was
Ooh.
too fucking
Yeah.
beastie
Okay, but do your
on
MVP
Dream Fire.
before you do your
Well,
rating.
Okay, so my MVP. Do I have an MVP?
Is it Sheep Stealer
for this one?
or Sylvie?
No. Well, Sylvie gets an honorable mention
Okay.
because look again. Meeks have always said we're here for the messiness of the situation, and Sylvie read that bitch for filth, and she deserved it. So I will give Sylvie an honorable mention, but I'm gonna say my MVP was Caraxes
Oh.
because Caraxes came in on game from day one. We've been watching you. You go back and watch them these past couple episodes. Caraxes been ready. Every time you see Caraxes pop up, especially like when they were back at Dragonstone, he came on auto. You over here talking shit again? And the same shit happened here. And I will give another honorable mention to Sheep Stealer because while Caraxes held back, Sheep Stealer was handling Cyrax and Sea Smoke. They were getting hits in, but Sheep Stealer was going for them headshots. Them grips on the necks and pulling. And it was Caraxes that had to stop in, like, okay, little motherfucker. All right, look, I told you we need to talk, so let's go ahead and have this talk. You two kids go home. Me and him about to have a conversation. So yeah, that's why Caraxes is my MVP. And
that's awesome.
I love everything about that dragon. He has been on the no nonsense, like, oh, you motherfuckers want to play? Who want to test me today? Let's see what happens. See if this is going to work out the way you think it's going to work out. And I love that about him. I love the personality that all the dragons have had in this show thus far. But Caraxes is my favorite. So
Yeah,
thanks for saying he's got a long neck. He's got a very long neck.
Right there. His design is so different from all the other dragons. Like he's got a long neck, but also if you look like when he's flying, he kind of has like that extra webbing that like flying squirrels have.
Yes.
And that's just such a unique design. And I love that. Like Vhagar is my number one dragon always because Queen Visenya is Bae, but Caraxes is always the right hand guy. So
how old is Caraxes? Do you figure?
Oh wait, I have
Caraxes is
old.
You have a
because
thing? Do you have a sticky note, Sphinx?
Damon didn't claim him until he was like 20 something.
Oh, okay.
Well, he wasn't born with Damon. Well, he wasn't born with Caraxes.
Oh,
Christina,
Caraxes
sorry,
was
what were you gonna
already
say?
alive.
He's kind of small on the scale. He's below.
Yeah, I think Meles is bigger than him.
Vermax and Sea Smoke and Tessarion.
He's smaller. He's supposed to be smaller than Tessarion. Okay, in the book,
really?
Yeah, because Tessarion was standing in the corner in a room the last episode, and Caraxes on the show is much bigger than that.
So
interesting.
Oh wait! I'm sorry. I
only
said
had
Caraxes.
two
Caraxes.
Yeah, who are those?
Caraxes.
Okay, okay. Besides Damon, who else?
The
Caraxes.
Aemon Targaryen, like Jaehaerys the first son.
Oh, okay.
his
So
father.
Okay. Father.
His father.
Caraxes is smaller than Dreamfire and Silverwing, bigger than Meles and Cyrax.
and
Interesting.
Melee's.
He's so 50 to 60.
Yeah, in the books.
That's not very old for a dragon.
Still relatively young in dragon years, considering that Balerion lives to over 200.
Yeah.
They have also changed some of the dragon
Caraxes is
sizes though,
half
because
the
I think
size of
Caesarion
Rhaegar,
Caesarion is supposed to be bigger than he is in the show.
He's very small in the show.
Yeah.
He's so pretty.
Okay, so
That's
and
interesting.
AK,
But yes,
do you have a
who's
rating?
next?
AK, do you have a rating?
A rating. I will give this a solid 8 out of 10 jump hymns, because I will stand firm. Like sometimes you gotta smack a bitch, and that conversation with Sheep Stealer needed to be had. And I bet now, the next time we see these dragons, maybe not their riders, but the next time we see the dragons, I think Sheep Stealer is going to have a little bit of better understanding, and there could be an actual, dragon conversation.
So, Amy, are you calling Caraxes noodle neck? Aww.
Danger noodle neck. I mean,
call him my
she's not
spicy
wrong.
noodle.
Aww.
He's the
Right, yeah,
best
spicy
neck.
noodle. Yeah, danger spicy noodle.
Spicy
I
noodle.
wonder how many ties can fit on that neck. I just want to put like a bunch of ties on him.
How many times what?
How many ties we can just put on that neck?
How many ties? Neckties. Like bow ties.
Just necktie,
Oh,
I'm gonna say none, because Caraxes would not appreciate.
He'd be like, I'm not wearing a necktie.
like, no, what the that
How
bullshit.
about a bolo tie?
It's like I might vibe him with a big sheep.
I can see Caraxes wearing like stupid novelty neckties.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I
For a
can see it.
special occasion, yes. On a regular
occasion,
basis, nah.
But would they be clip-on ties, or would they be?
No,
like,
no.
No, those have to be tied
I
around.
don't think you can clip them on.
Like there's no clip on. Like
Can't clip a
No.
tie on a dragon.
it's like
Or-
you know.
All right,
Yeah.
so who's next? Wait, Tati, we'll go in order.
Sure.
Tati, you're next. Who's your MVP?
I would have to non-human, probably sheep stealer, because he just was living his life. He did not deserve that. It's like my boy, my boo needs a break. Human, I guess the closest will probably be Adam, because he was just doing his due, like just minding his own business and obeying his queen.
And he did a great job.
And hey, he managed to get Reina back to her sister.
Yeah.
So
He picked her up like.
I mean, she
effortlessly.
wasn't that far away when he got there.
yeah. And for rating, I would say maybe like a 7.5. It was okay. It's still my favorite.
All right,
That's crazy.
Mhm.
all right. Come through, Sphinx.
I give it a
your
solid
MVP?
9.
Okay.
My MVP is sadly Sheep Stealer.
Aw.
Poor little dragon.
No, that's not
Aw.
sad.
Just
No.
got
Give
dragged.
Sheepsealer his flowers. Come on.
Yeah, just got dragged into a fight that he had nothing to do with. And now he's getting attacked by 3 other crazy ass dragons.
He's never even met them before, right? Like he's like, who the fuck are you people?
I feel like that was a quick
dragons.
conversation.
Yeah,
You're
these
stranger
are all
danger.
I know, I
stranger
feel like-
dragons.
Are they? Nah, I think they could sense who they were to each other. In
He's seen
relation
them
to their
before.
writers.
He's
Who
seen
did he
them.
meet?
He has,
before?
especially
Timo?
Caraxes.
Yeah.
When did he meet Caraxes?
Well, Caraxes
the
like
cave?
comes in outside
At
of
the
this
cave.
cave. Yeah.
Okay,
But then he
at the
saw Bela and
No, Cyrax.
Adam
He
flying.
saw Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
and
yeah,
He's
Adam.
seen them
Moon
all, yeah.
Dancer and Sea Smoke.
Yeah.
Seaswalk. Yeah.
Good choice,
All right, Beck?
future boy.
Bex, it's on you.
Ooh, all right. My
Sunfire Smeagol. Tisk,
my
tisk.
human MVP is Helena.
Oh,
100%.
nice.
My
Mhm.
dragon MVP is Sunfire.
Oh, yes.
Like
Okay.
I mean,
that
I see
was
that.
epic. His like snarled face.
not bad.
And
My little friend of the dragon.
Like love it and
The
just
goddess.
I love you so much.
all right, here's one thing I actually forgot, like in the discussion, but right when after Aegon did his little random bullshit spiel, he cut that short and he turned around. He started saying no. And when I saw that, I was like, wait a minute,
Wait, what?
What are you knowing about, sir?
Wait,
what just happened that we didn't see?
I
And
don't
that's
know
when I
what you
first got the
mean.
inkling, like, okay, wait, no,
No,
I was
no,
right.
no.
At the
No,
end, like of him laughing.
he about to come. Sunfire about to come back.
I don't know what
Because
you're...
in that whole conversation, he stopped short and he was like, wait, no, what's happening? And he let himself
I don't
like
remember
feel
that.
I don't
something.
recall that.
Yeah, I don't remember
go back
that.
and watch.
Okay.
Go back if I can find the minute marker tonight.
Yeah,
I'll
no.
text it to both of you.
I'll look.
Go back and
look.
watch. There is a couple seconds where he was like, no, and that's what caught me in the scene. Because why would you flip the script from this Theon level speech that at Winterfell that you're trying to give? What are you knowing about? And from there is where I thought, oh shit, okay, so Sunfire is about to come back. So yeah, I agree. Sunfire was awesome in that scene.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Oh, you mean like when Sunfire he like turned around and he was like, Sunfire.
No, it was
Before that. It was before
that.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
but
that's right. Yeah,
so-
Amy's remembering that too. Yeah, he got distracted for a second.
Sunfire is my dragon.
Mhm.
And I think Helena is my human. Although, God, like, I love Tom Glencarney this
Oh,
season.
so good.
I love him. Like,
Yeah.
Is that
Let's wear
Aegon?
that prosthetic makeup.
yeah.
There
But
you go.
but unfortunately, I'm gonna give the episode. I kind of hate doing individual episodes because I feel like how does it play with like the whole season? But I absolutely hate the Reyna Nettles storyline. They messed that up
Mm-hmm.
big
That
time.
is annoying.
And like the whole like Adam, Alan, Bela, like
Yeah, I do not
like
care about that like
love
at all.
triangle is dumb. So I'm
Okay.
actually gonna give this episode a 6.
Oh,
Like, the things
burn!
that are good
Fair.
are good, but like I feel like the things
That's
that
fair.
fail are indicative of shit for the rest of the season, and it's also like I am done with them dragging shit out. Like we should have had the first Tumbleton this episode.
Mm-hmm. And also,
Yeah.
Like Christina, you're like
shout out to Jaja Big Daddy here. Hello. That's not a name we've seen in the chat before. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate that.
Okay,
you're here.
hi.
Yes, I
Great
think we
name.
all agree.
Hello.
I don't know that I would say she's the best Targaryen, but for this show right now,
Yeah.
she is a fave. I'll give you that.
Absolutely.
You know, I heard
definitely
somewhere
that screen.
that the Bela Allen thing could have been fixed or more interested if Jace and Bela were in love, were like actually deeply in love, so that when Jace dies, it will be like her conflict will be like, yeah, she starts getting feelings for Alan, but she still has this like ghost of Jace
Yeah.
and her.
Well,
That would have been an interesting arc for Bela.
but also
Trying
I
to
think
move
that's
on from that.
maybe give Bela a storyline that doesn't involve like a
Romance? Yeah, that too.
Love
husband.
interest. Yeah.
But if you're going to go the route of romance for her, that would have been a more interesting way to do it than a really dumb love triangle that I personally do not care about.
Yeah.
Because
I will just I understand they want to give Adam a little
Something
bit
to do.
more, but I think it's the wrong way to do it. But
yeah. Anyway, Heidi.
I agree.
Yeah. Heidi.
Oh, so much thought. Okay, well, I'm going to be very predictable. I'm going to go with Sunfire as my dragon. I thought that was such
Okay.
a cool, just a really cool scene. And I love that everyone thought, or that Aegon thought that it was his magnanimous speech that was making them fearful, but it was really just the dragon
whole time
that was
it was
there.
the dragon.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was
Me
good.
gone.
That was really fun.
And
And then
he's
I'm going to
such
say,
a
even though
good actor.
Aegon is, a douche, I've loved his arc. I've been finding his character really fascinating. It's not necessarily that I think he's a good person, but I just think he's just very memorable. I think he's killing it in this role. And I always kind of, every time there's a scene with him, and I'm kind of actually sad that Laris is gone, because I've really enjoyed them together. So now I guess we'll be on an adventure with him in Thailand. So the episode, I'm not going to give it as high as I did last week's. So I think for this, maybe 7.75.
What did you give last week's?
I think I gave it like maybe 8.25.
Oh my god, I hated last week's episode.
You're kidding, really?
Oh, hated.
Oh, wow. So would it be even worse than this week's
Yeah.
episode? Really? What would you have given
last
it?
week a 5.
Oh,
What?
Wow.
I mean, and like
Yikes.
You guys are
I just
crazy.
felt they were like
you guys are
storylines
maniacs.
that were just like no. Where it's like individual scenes were good,
yeah.
or, like, and
I have to go back and
actors
see
were
what...
good, but I'm being really hard on this season.
So that was
And-
Faceless Men, that episode. Okay, let me just look.
Yeah.
at- Oh, because that's the one that Kristen Cole was killed.
I mean,
Okay, hey,
that,
Neil,
all right,
I
would've
just ran
given it- I
through.
would have given it a 6. Like now that
Okay.
but also like Tommy Flanagan is not being given enough lines.
Yes.
The love of my life, Tommy Flanagan.
Oh, and that was another group. How did those two make it out alive? They never Ollie and
You
Tommy
mean
Flanagan?
Oscar and
Ollie. Oscar.
I mean,
how did they
well-
make it out alive?
how did they make it? They had like
An army.
20,000 army on like
No, but they were in the
100
tents.
guys.
They were in a tent that got set on fire.
no,
those tents
like well,
No,
that
I think
was,
they got
like,
out.
the episode before.
Yeah.
But
They,
they did.
they managed. They were
And
fine.
then the ones that like
They're wily.
they shot
They're
him in the
fine. Don't worry
face.
about it. They're
In the
good.
face.
They're
But
okay.
the rest of the episode, like sending Allison to Harrenhal, like I think alone
Oh,
automatically docks 2 points off both episodes. Like stupid. Like there's so many stupid,
Position.
unnecessary, like the performances are great, like this, like, but yeah, I'm not happy.
Thanks, future boy. Okay, AK, you're the last one. Then we have to wrap this
No,
up.
you're
It's
the
almost
last
minute.
one.
No, you're the last one.
Oh, was
Yeah.
I the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. Aw.
Also,
Okay,
I like the scene with Darren and Gwen. That was a nice scene. I'm
Oh,
done.
I really
Okay,
like.
wait, hold on. I will say around minute marker 55 is where Smeagol turns from his speech and he looks back into the woods and he's like, no, in the middle of his speech that he was giving.
but then he like says dream.
He
fire,
says
sorry,
no.
sunfire. Like
I think it's more because he saw maybe it's because he saw like the extent of the damage that his baby boy got on his face. Because he only seen like partially.
Sunfire was not in scene at that point. I think
Yeah,
that was the
but-
point where
I
he
mean,
felt him
He
moving.
saw, if he had seen him through the
No,
forest and he
no.
saw the damage, it's like it made him be like, no, what has he done to you? Like, not my baby boy, not my baby boy. That's
Either way, what I'm saying is that's the moment that he felt Sunfire coming.
I
yeah.
understand.
Anyway,
Okay, so
We
Yeah.
were talking about Gawain and Darren.
Gawain. By the way, I love saying the name Gawain. It's such a great name. It's like
I
know
the
it's
Green
like
Knight.
Dwayne,
The Green
but
Knight.
it's Dwayne.
have you all seen like the meme like name more? I kind of do a twink and a redhead. A twink and it's like, you know, Gawain and Allison.
Yes. So what else is Freddie
And a redhead.
Highmore? What else has he been in? I think we talked about that.
Oh,
He's
Freddie
the-
Fox. He was the Swedish
Fox.
king in.
Oh, that's right.
The Great.
The Great.
And the Great. That's right. He's so good. Anyway,
And there was and he was in something else.
It's just sort of shows you like when you have an amazing acting cast, and I'm not taking anything against Olivia Colman who plays Allison, but she's just monstrous. But just shows you that you can have someone like Aegon or
Wait, Olivia Colman?
Olivia Colman. What did I say?
Oh, I'm thinking of someone else.
Olivia Colman, is it? No, it isn't Olivia Colman. You're right.
No.
Olivia.
Yeah, Olivia Colman is the Oscar winner for
who plays Olivia?
Olivia
Cook.
We should talk about
Olivia Cook.
Cook.
Olivia Cook is Allison. Nothing against her; she's a wonderful actress, but I hate her character. And then,
fantastic
Gawain,
actress. If you never watched Bates Motel, go watch her in Bates Motel.
But Freddie Fox.
Freddie Highmore. Oh, he did a fantastic job as Norman
He's wonderful
Bates.
too. But Freddie Fox is wonderful as Gawain. I just love him.
Oh, love him.
Yeah, he's great.
He is so done.
This
I
last
think
episode,
honestly,
like the way he just mounted his horse, like he did it, like
thank you, Fasho.
Like he like
the way he got off.
Yeah.
These people, like, I swear to God, like, well, Rhaenyra
Queen.
getting off of her dragon and then Freddie getting off his
They
horse.
fancy.
Oh,
Very fancy.
Yeah, no.
Well, anyways, folks, we really appreciate. We keep like going so late. Christina, sorry for keeping you so late.
I am so not gonna sleep tonight.
Thank you for hanging with us.
It was like a really long.
It is a school night. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Dear. Yes.
Thanks for hanging with us, y'all. We appreciate every last one of you, especially all the new folks that we saw join the chat for the first time here. It's always love to see y'all. We see you in the numbers. We thank you always for being here.
And we have the smartest chat. The smartest
yes. Our chat is always awesome.
And
I think
Amy,
me and Meeks will be back.
Amy is like,
you're the chat all-star.
Amy is my chat MVP for the evening.
Yes.
Yeah, let's put that new category on the board.
No, Bex, I know that.
Yeah,
Bex, I understand that totally. Yeah, like we're hard, it's like McDonald's and like a high, like what is it?
I mean, if it was like a regular
Michelin
show,
restaurant.
Like, oh yeah, 7.5. That's great. And
Yeah. So this is like a Michelin restaurant, right? So you expect it to be high caliber.
Well,
it's not McDonald's.
I'm seeing the shit that's coming down the pipeline. Like
it's gonna be interesting.
They're messing it up.
Word.
But
Okay, well, we love you guys.
Meeks and I will be back for some Vampire Lestat tomorrow. If not, we may end up postponing it to next Monday. We'll see how it goes. But there's also trivia on Citadel of Trivia.
Oh, thanks, Kirsty.
Because it's first Fridays. And then we'll be back on Sunday for the watch along and back again for discussions on Tuesday and Wednesday.
I want to say to Amy, we appreciate you.
No, we are not defending all.
Amy, you're amazing.
Look, high five, Amy. Yeah. All right, so y'all be easy out there. Enjoy the rest of your week. Please be safe, and remember to hug your family and tell them you love them.
Oh, that's so nice
to any of us. Catch y'all later.